Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? How you doing, James?
Good, good. How you going?
I'm going all right. Sorry, apologies, everyone. I just had to set this up from scratch. Nothing was plugged in, and but now it's all plugged in. But right now we do have a match: Weetbix Kidz versus Destiny 2. What are your thoughts on both of these squads?
Um, when coming into it, I think Weetbix Kidz have looked better throughout the season, but we've seen. I mean, we've got a few subs in this game, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. We got Chanel coming in for Destiny 2, and then my old mid laner. So
Mm-hmm.
I think they could definitely be strong with him in the bot lane, and I think there's a few subs for the side of Weetbix Kidz. We've got Easy Doctor coming in place of. Who's he replacing?
Sigh, their captain.
Sigh's out, so Izzy Doctor's in, Chanel's in, so I think despite Weetbix Kids looking better throughout the season, there's
Yeah.
definitely some new dynamics to these two team comps.
Okay, so I'm just getting confirmation on the stream, and hopefully I sound okay. Jacob, can you get a confirmation of James and I's voice, and then we'll get champ select underway. But any predictions for this one, James? Do you think Weetbix Kidz are a bit weaker with Psy and Chanel being replacing Corruption? Do you think there's a chance for Destiny 2 for an upset?
I mean, I think there's definitely a chance for Destiny 2 to have an upset. I think Chanel is a really, really good player, and
Mm.
then bringing him into the bot lane with Oddmona, who's a pretty strong ADC as well, I think they definitely have the opportunity here to pull a bit of an upset in this loser bracket.
Yeah, and it is a best of three fearless draft, so hopefully the league broadcast app is working. So, uh, yeah, so I'm just a bit excited to see how this bot lane dynamic will be going with Ardmona and Chanel specifically, and Easy Doctors. I guess he's known for his Malzahar and a few other picks, but um, if there's going to be any win conditions from both of these squads, who do you think it will be from Weetbix Kidz and Destiny 2 relatively?
I was that one, sorry.
Sorry. So
Did you ask me?
if there's gonna be clear win conditions or players on each team, who do you think will be the standout players to bring it
Oh,
home?
I was looking at the stream chat. I mean, for the side of Burgers, I mean, for the side of Weetbix Kids, I think Burgers is definitely their strongest player. He's master now. He's got a lot of experience in competition. Lucian also a pretty strong jungler, so
Mm-hmm.
I think if they're able to play around their top side and punish Monkey D. Heidi for Destiny 2, who has shown a little bit of weakness, I think that's definitely their win con. But for the side of
Oh,
DST2, I think
yeah.
C4J is a good jungler when he's playing well. He's a bit of a coin flip player. So I think if he's able to play around their bot lane properly, I think they should definitely try and play through C4J and Chanel, getting some synergy together and trying to get Unmona ahead because we've seen in the past he's able to get those leads.
Yeah.
He's made some mistakes late game with them, but if he's able to pilot his champion correctly with the support of his team, I think that yeah, I think the ST2 have a good chance there.
Yes, they do, and it looks like the Champ Select League broadcast is working. And I'll probably get the your camera working for game 2. So just for game 1, we'll just leave it as it is. I don't want to break anything. So,
Yeah, sure. Right.
um, but who do you think each team's going to target here in the ban phase?
I
Oh,
mean, typically we see Junior Burgers as champion pool being pinched pretty heavily. Stuff like the Camille being banned out and Lucian also a pretty big Viego player, so I expect to see like stuff like Lucian, Camille, Gwen taken away
yep,
from
yep.
Weetbix Kids. And then the side Weetbix Kids bands, Super J's champion pool isn't the biggest, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some jungler bands coming out, stuff like the Wukong, stuff like the Pantheon. Some of Oddmona's scaling picks like the Tristana, like Siva,
Yeah.
are also pretty strong, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some of those get taken out.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see with the addition of new players. Obviously, teams have been given a couple hours to do a bit of research on both of those players, the Easy Doctor and Chanel. So literally been taken away, and the pivotal pick of Junior Berger's Camille has definitely left a lot to be desired. He will probably never get to play that champion, but he did get a chance to play it last week, but opted not to do it. So we're going to see what the last ban is here. And it's going to be a Poppy, a pretty safe ban, all things considered, just a really powerful flex pick, and it's just able to neutralize certain compositions. So maybe that gives something away, who knows, but we're going to see what the last ban is here for Destiny 2. Do you think... Yes, go ahead.
I'm kind of confused by these bans. Chanel, not really a Lulu player. I've never seen him play Lulu before, and sure, Poppy's a good flex right now, but the support doesn't play it, the jungler doesn't play it, the top lane doesn't play it, so...
Yeah.
Some weird bans coming out, but we see Destiny having stock bans, Viego, Gwen, and Camille, all as I said. So no surprises there. We're going to look for this Yunara first pick. Arrow did play Yunara against GTF a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
A pretty strong patch champion in this patch. I think it's pretty blindable B1, so no surprise there. And then we see the Wukong hover coming out of C4J is, I wouldn't say it's one trick, but it's definitely his strongest champion here.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think just Yunara, just as a blind pick's really good. Just if you don't have that lockdown, if she's able to space you out, it's just very hard to get on top of her, especially when she's casting her ultimate. But we do have the Brom being locked in with the Wukong, so hopefully Destiny 2 get punished a little bit with picking the Brom early, but we're going to see what happens. But Echo
insta-lock.
It could be Easy Doctor's Echo mid, or it could be Lucian Echo jungle. It's a bit of a flex, but you would imagine it'd be jungle, but you never know.
From memory, I remember Easy Doctor playing some Echo, so
yeah, it was quite.
I think it is a flex here, but Braum locked in for Chanel. It is a counter into the Yunara. Yunara struggles a bit to stack those Qs into the Braum lane, so I think it's a good answer there. We see Echo and Jax locked in for the side of Weetbix Kidz. Blind Jax definitely can be punished, but Junior Burgers is a pretty solid 1v1 player, so
it
looks like he's confident in this matchup, knows into Monkey D. Heidi, he doesn't have much to worry about, and is going to pick this powerful pick in the Jax. And we see, as I said, Admona is going to pick up that Tristana, a good scaling champion, has that early game strength as well, and also has a lot of maneuverability at late game team fights.
Yeah, just
so he's a pretty good snowball champ in general. Yeah, I think it's decent. I mean, into the Yunara though, I'm not too sure. I think Yunara does pretty well into Tristana in isolation, so it just depends on how well they can scale into the game and play these late game team fights.
I'm trying to think of Tristana's max range once she maxes out her abilities. I think it's like nearly the same as Yunara when she's in ultimate, so it's pretty close. But obviously Yunara has a bit more range there, but I'm guessing they're trying to close the gap, so to speak. But Cassante been taken away. We're going to see if they're going to ban another mid lane away from Easy Doctor. We do have the Annie being banned, so I'm surprised his Malzahar's going through, but then again, he is the GOAT, but Rel being taken away. Pretty perplexing ban, but I can understand why, but we're going to see what the last ban is going to be here for a Weetbix. Yeah, this game one's going to be very important, especially for Destiny 2, locking in that Wukong for C4J, his tried and true pick. So hopefully he can pick something else that will synergize very well with the Wukong, but taking their time with the last ban here, and it is going to be Timo just for...
I mean, it seems like Monkey D. Heidi does play a lot of Timo in solo queue. I'm not sure how strong it is in a competitive environment, but
it's a very safe
in solo queue he does play it a lot. So and it's alright into Jax, so it's not a complete in-ban. It makes some sense. We'll see what they decide lock in here. And Singe is going to be picked up into the Jax.
Okay, so people don't know, Singe is very strong at the moment, like very strong. Especially on blue side, because they kind of corrected a couple of bugs here or there. But nevertheless, he is picked on red side here, so it's kind of the same a little bit. But what are your thoughts on Singe being picked here? I mean, it is a powerful pick. Will it work against this comp?
I mean, you're usually picking Singe the high mobility champions, right? With the W locking people down, I guess, into the Jax. It's pretty good. It denies the Yunara E, it denies the Echo E, so I can see the vision, but I don't really have that much experience with seeing Singed in a team environment, so we'll see how it works. It's not the strongest top jungle matchup with the Wukong.
I knew it.
Oh, Renekton's been picked. It's a Jax jungle. Wait, yeah. Wait, no,
Wait.
it's
What?
Jack's. It's AP Jack support. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a foreign special.
Uh,
So everyone, we
yeah.
have foreign AP Jacks in the bot lane. Um, maybe it's just confidence. I don't know, but I'm feeling that it's a bit of an int pick, but it does quite a bit of damage if it snowballs. But we do have
Oh my
Fizz
god, a
being
Byron
linked in.
Bernstein Fizz.
A lot of signature picks being picked here for the first time.
Oh my.
Charybdis. This is definitely a lot of pride on the line, especially for C4J squad. They do have the not necessarily their one tricks, but I'd say their strongest champions in terms of their
Yeah, I mean,
performance and confidence. You
I
got
say three of
Armona
them
on,
are on their best champion
yeah,
here for sure.
Tristan,
So
yeah. So this is
in a
like,
fearless draft, it
ugh.
means a lot. You know, like they if they lose this game, then the champions are still off the board for the rest of the series. So yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely an important game for DST2 to pick up
Mm.
here.
Yeah, I'm kind of hyped about this now because I can see how the comp works on Destiny's side, but it's going to take a lot of sacrificial play from the Singe unless Byron can hit those max range fishies and then able to get that lockdown going, because I don't see Dana going in first and working out well for him at all. So someone else will definitely have to engage on his behalf. But Renekton being picked up for Junior Burgers, it's a pretty safe pick top, just able to, play lane pretty well. Depends how aggressive he's going to be with this Singed. I think the current technology on Singe right now is you go the usual. You can go TP Ignite or you can go Flash TP. I believe Hex Plate's like a third item on him now, and then he's just nearly unkillable unless you have a lot of heal cuts. So we're going to see how Monkey D Heidi with this Singe pick is going to work out, because I don't think Renekton's going to give him any sort of entry into the minion wave level 1, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe he's going to proxy. Do you think he's going to proxy level 1? That'd be pretty spicy.
I mean, I think it's not. I think it's pretty safe to do it. I mean, you're the Renekton player, but I feel like Singed isn't really that worried into the Renekton, right? He can kind of do what he wants and not get punished too hard, I think.
Yeah, you can just play safe with Conqueror, or you can run PTA with Blade of the Ruin King. It just kind of depends how you want to approach the matchup, because I just see Singe just getting a bit too tanky, and he's able just to do what he wants on the side lane. So hopefully Junior Burgers and his squad don't, fall for the bit of the don't chase Singe bait, but we'll see how that transpires. But what are your thoughts on this ADC matchup? I'm not familiar with Tristana versus Yunara. I don't see it too often. I usually see more aggressive picks into
Mm.
the Yunara. But I imagine
Well, I
Yunara
mean,
wins that.
it's hard to speak entirely on the bot lane matchup. I can't say I've ever played with or watched a Jack support. But
Yep.
speaking in isolation for that in the ADCs, I actually played this matchup the other day,
Oh
Tristana
wow.
and Yunara, and Yunara felt like pretty impressive. I was playing Tristana and early game Yunara is able to stack up the passive with the Q and just win the trades, and then late game has that dash along with the slow to chase down the Tristana. So I think it's a pretty hard matchup for the Yunara to play into Tristana, but with the Braum, I think it cancels out a lot of the Yunara's early game presence. So I
That's
mean, I think
true.
it's up to this Jax. I can't speak on what Jax is doing in lanes, so I think the Jax pick is definitely the important point in this bot lane matchup.
It is. It definitely is. So we're gonna see how spicy this Jax pick is going to be. Just waiting for a client to load in, and then we'll go to whatnot. But in game, hopefully you'll be able to see the screen momentarily. But I'd just like to quickly shout out our sponsors for this year for the Array Elite Series for 2025. The Array has taken this on from Next Tier Gaming and Esports, running this year's tournament, and we're very thankful for the Array for hosting it this year. And of course, it wouldn't be possible without actually Next Tier Gaming Esports, Northern Territory Government, and Tangled Ventures. They're all supporting and coordinating this tournament and able to give us, the backbone to, the stream and to, have a nice, I wouldn't say, friendly and competitive tournament at the same time. Everyone's able to show what they've got, and we're going to see it in this game. Any predictions? Do you think Weetbix have done enough in draft to get this done, especially with the Inari pick, or do you think Destiny 2 with their comfort picks will be able to get them over the line? Because, you know, Chanel and Easy Doctor have come into the squad, so who are you going to back in game 1, James?
I mean, I think like ease of execution definitely favors Weetbix Kidz. Their comp makes a lot more sense. It's a lot more straightforward. Forward, they're playing front to back. They have a bit of dive with the Jax, with the Echo, with the Renekton, and the Inari who could follow up and scale pretty easily late game with the Orianna.
Yeah.
I think if Destiny 2 pull ahead early with this Fizz Wukong, it could definitely be pretty scary to verse. I think it's really important to see how C4J plays this game. If he's able to make some leads for his bot lane, get some leads for his mid lane, and pull up an individual lead in the jungle, I think if they're able to snowball ahead early, I think their comp is really scary. They have a lot of dive, a lot of burst, a lot of damage, but if they can't pull ahead early, I think it's going to be pretty hard for the late game.
It is. Just trying to get League broadcast to work, so I'll just leave it on auto camera for now, James, while you can cast for a little bit. So
yeah, no worries. We see Weetbix Kidz looking for the ward in the top side vision. Top side jungle, they're going to see where C4J is starting. We see that DST2 not going to look for any counter wards. They are just fanning out. They have warded their own bush defensively, so no real answer for the level 1 from Destiny. Weetbix to get that vision pretty much for free. It looks like Wukong hovering that top side alongside the Echo. Looks like both junglers are going to be starting on their top side, pathing towards that bot lane, so no surprises there. I think the bot lane matchup is going to be pretty volatile with the Jax and Braum bot lane. Both champions have a lot of CC set up for these ganks, so yeah, I mean, I think if these junglers are able to enable their bot lanes to snowball, because like Yunara and Tristana are both champions with a lot of mobility, a lot of damage, some dive, and a lot of good scaling if they are able to snowball. Very important. So yeah, I mean, Echo and Wukong, both two champions that are pretty happy to full clear. None of them really looking for too much super early game. Wukong has some threat early, but it looks like they are just both going to be going for this full clear. The Sims matchup, getting early push into the Renekton, able to push in those two waves. It's going to reset here early, did use up all his mana. Usually we want to see people recalling after the third wave, so it's the cannon. So the Sims recall here is a little bit weird because Renekton can crash this if he wants, but it looks like he's not going to go for that. He's just going to slow push that wave. Sims not going to miss too much. Mid lane going surprisingly well for the Fizz. Fizz actually up 3 CS in this matchup. Usually the Orianna pre-6 is going to have a pretty easy time in this lane, doesn't really have much to worry about, especially with that phase rush. But Byron Bernstein is a pretty notable Fizz player. He does enjoy the champion. He has made it work a lot, even in team comps where it doesn't look the best, so not too surprised here to see him picking up the early CS lead here. We see top Renekton getting a bit of a lead, but that wave is going to crash into the Sims, so that will even out. We see bot lane, the Yunara Jax lane getting pretty easy pros here. And the Tristana also chunk out really well. We see a first blood in the mid lane. I missed it, but Odd Mona, I mean not Odd Mona, sorry, Easy Doctor is going to get soloed by the Fizz here.
oh, you did need to flash there, but that's alright.
I think I'm a little bit ahead of the stream. What is your time at?
350.
350? Okay, we're fine then. See, Arrow looking offensively onto the Braum. Braum's going to live on 1 health. Unfortunately, I was watching bot lane. I didn't see the mid fight, but Byron Bernstein picks up the solo kill. He is in a little bit of an interesting spot now. He's going to look for the recall now. Is just going to get that execute. Not going to give over any goal because C4J is fighting in the top lane into this Echo. Who's going to win? Echo being forced back. Looks like both junglers are just going to fall back. No all in there. Wukong doesn't have flash. Doesn't want to commit too much onto the play. Now that's a lot of action. First blood goes over to Byron Bernstein. He's going to come back to lane with that shade advantage and a CS lead, and with the wave pushing back into him. So I was talking about how DST2 needs the lead early, and it looks like they are picking that up. think both teams going back to farming. Both jungles finish their full clear, reset, walk back to top side, clear back towards that bot lane. Still, both junglers are going to want to play for this dragon early game play to get their bot lanes ahead. The Renekton and Siege matchup isn't too volatile. Both champions are just pretty happy to farm in this lane. Not really too much kill pressure at all, so neither of the junglers is going to be looking for that. But there's a bit of a trade. Renekton gets a decent trade into the Singed. The wave is pushing into him, so not the best for the Singed. It's going to have to reset here, but he does have his TP available to pressure in this wave, so should be fine. A bit of a trade in the mid lane. Byron Bernstein is walking up. Chunk trading pretty heavily with Orianna. He's going to walk back. Does get traded back on a little bit, but I mean, having an even trade when you're playing this is pretty favourable because you just have so much burst damage compared to the Orianna, so if he's able to hit level 6 with Gears, he can look for the Shark. Orianna has flash available, so she can flash away from it, but definitely kill potential. The Shark is going to miss from Byron Bernstein, shoots left, looks for the level 6 engage, but unfortunately not able to find it. We'll see if he's able to do much now, but a lot of that kill threat is gone now. We see Echo is pathing towards the bot side now, looking onto the Tristana. Tristana forced to rocket jump away. Both junglers are here, but Weetbix Kidz have the bot lane push. Not really. I mean, Destiny's not really able to help the Wukong here, who is looking for this pressure. Has Mindu's solo kill in the top lane for Renekton. Pops the Dominus and is just able to get that solo onto the Singed, who doesn't have flash. More trading in the bot lane. Wukong fighting for this jungle pressure. Wants this Scuttle Crab, but his bot lane doesn't have moves. Jax is going to look. Armona jumps forward onto the Neela. Inara burns the barrier. Sorry.
Alright, I'll try to
so
get
much
the
fighting.
Podcast working next game, but can I just confirm your time in the game?
57, 58, 59, 7. Yeah, we're good now. Okay, cool. Okay.
No worries.
Sorry about the delays there. I was a little bit behind, but it should be fixed now. But yeah, so much trading going on here. Both teams pushing the pace early game. Right now, Weetbix Kidz do have a little bit of an edge with that 200 gold lead, but nothing substantial. Jax forced to burn the flash. The Brimstone is going to proc, but Tristana doesn't have the damage quite yet. Inara back to lane, but that is flash burned for the Jax. Wow. You see, gold is even, but there is pretty substantial gold leads for the Renekton. Does have quite the lead over the Singed, and in the mid lane, Byron Bernstein up 20 CS and a kill over Easy Doctor as Fizz. Definitely going to be a scary champion. We see Junior Burgers trading pretty heavily into the Singed. Singed not really going to die here, but not ideal for him to be chomped out this heavy. We see Echo is going to be walking towards the top side. Pings out on the grubs, and oh, Easy Doctor shockwave on nobody. He's lost track of where the ball is. We'll see if DST2 do want to contest this grubs. Echo is able to get the first one, but Byron Bernstein does have the prior, able to walk in. Junior Burgers matching as well. Leading 2 on the top of the fight. We'll see who wants to take the fight. Echo picks up the second grub. Wukong uses the W, is onto the Orianna, does have the ultimate available. The fish shark hits the Renekton. Orianna gets one shot. And then, oh, Sims is running away. Renekton falling quite low. The fight's looking really good for DST2. Echo pops the ultimate. Wukong falls. Echo's ultimate. Can he get away? He has the flash available. Can they chase him down? The Q hits from the Braum. Q in from the Fizz, and the W bird is going to kill him, and that is going to be a 3-for-0 trade for the side of Destiny.
Destiny 2 able to pop off there. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Echo, he saw that he had a lot of top prior, wanted to force the grub, so wasn't able to pick up 2 of them, but when the mid lane is going so well for the Fizz, Fizz was able to walk up, has so much damage with that Sheen and that blasting one compared to no items on the Orianna. So yeah, with a lot of damage coming out from C4J and the Fizz, they are happy to give up the 2 grubs and take the 3 kills for 0, and they pick up that 3rd grub, so a really good fight for the side of DST2, who, as I said, they need this early game win, and they're playing it pretty well.
Yeah, they're definitely playing very well. They have given themselves a 1k gold lead, a 3-for-0 and grubs, and no dragon's been taken just yet, so both teams are poising to have their ults ready for this, probably a heavily contested dragon fight. Even though Destiny have that kind of comp where they want to scrap and they're able to try and match Destiny 2, it's just right now these teams are definitely going toe to toe at the moment. And Oh, he's able to get it done. Chanel here. Oh, wrong.
Look, his ultimate is going to hit onto the Jax. Jax doesn't have the flash available, is playing that support, so he doesn't have the XP he usually has from the top lane. Gets one shot, and that is going to lead to DST2 probably picking up this dragon. I don't think that Weetbix Kidz are going to be able to contest this one, but we do see Lucian walking in, W's onto the dragon pit. Is he going to look for it? No. W's for the vision, but doesn't want to contest this. Though he doesn't really have any prior from his mid laner. So yeah, I mean, the early game looking really good. Up 4 kills. Arrow looking no. But yeah, DST2 up 4 kills. They pick up the dragon. They picked up 1 grub, up 1,000 gold at 10 minutes, and you can just look at this massive lead in the mid lane. Byron Bernstein has 3 kills and is up 30 CS as a Fizz.
Yeah, and it's definitely showing, and he's stacking that Dark Seal, just showing how confident he is on this pick. He's able just to always be a threat. Looks like he's catching Orianna on the rotate.
Yeah, Orianna is in Mermaid's lane, doesn't have the flash available. Is she able to leave Q? Not available for the Fizz, not going to greed for the kill.
He's waiting for his fishy to come back up. Easy Doctor's probably a mistake sticking around. Really wants his XP and stuff, but she's gonna die here.
He has flash, but doesn't matter. We'll see. He is going to play it pretty safe, but I mean, if you're going to walk away anyway, you might as well just recall. He's overstayed, doesn't pick up the XP anyway. And yeah, Byron Bernstein's so confident on this champion. And as I said, pre-6, the Orianna does have trial in this lane, but she lost pre-6, and now the Fizz is up 40 CS with 3 kills.
Yeah,
this lane is just completely impossible for Orianna to play. She's not allowed to farm. If she walks up, she will die. She will have to burn flash. And yeah, it's not a good sign when a Fizz is getting pro over an Orianna. But they are going to look mid here. The stun is going to hit from the Echo. The W hits into the shockwave. The ult is going to hit onto the Echo. Echo is chunked out. Pops the ultimate. Flash away from the Fizz. Nice damage out of Byron Bernstein. C4J is able to pick up the kill on the Echo. Wow, I mean, they tried to commit. Byron Bernstein was really overextended, but you see just how fed he is. He got caught out, but once the EQ Ignite hits onto the Echo, the Ignite cuts the healing from the Echo ultimate, and he just gets one shot. A nice rotation from C4J, and Chanel was there just in case, but not even needed. The 2 for 2, I mean, the 2v2 was hard winning. They are going to look top lane now. Junior Burgers has the flash available. Singed is popping the Ghost down ultimate, in from the Wukong into the Cyclone. No flip coming out of the... Oh, Donna walks too far into the tower. He's going to die. It's going to be a 1-for-1, but that's not the best 1-for-1. They're going to get the shot now over to Junior Burgers. Singed, I guess he used his flip early in the fight, so C4J walking into the turret range didn't have the follow-up from the Singed, so...
Yeah,
I mean, not the worst outcome. 1-for-1. The Renekton does lose a bit of CS on the turret, but he does pick up that 260 gold shutdown onto C4J.
Yeah, and I actually want to VOD review that previous mid lane scuffle where Byron lived on nothing. I think Echo's ult just mistimed, but before that, it looks like a big fight in the bottom lane. Oh no.
Yeah, Tristana is able to W away, not going to get hit by too much. The Braum ultimate is going to be used for the distance gauge as well. Looks like nothing going to happen here. I mean, Tristana does have an opportunity to jump in here and look for a fight, but maybe with the Braum ultimate down, they don't want to go for it.
Yeah, it's
back to farming.
Yeah, it's probably back to farming a little, but these CS discrepancies from all the laners across the board just goes to show that, you know, Junior Burgers and Arrows, they're very proficient in their lanes and stuff, but just that mid lane difference coming in. Easy Doctor just struggling into Byron's Fizz, and this is what we needed to see from Destiny 2 Game 1, because these are all their tried and true picks that they like. They feel very confident in, so hopefully the lead isn't out of control completely, but 1.5k gold at 15 minutes is a pretty standard lead, all things considered, in normal professional games. But Junior towers, but yeah, he's trying to get this turret, but he's probably going to get punished for sticking around. He's always roaming all the time.
Yeah, C4J on the bot lane. But yeah, I mean, as you said, the gold lead is only 1.5k, which isn't that big, but if you look at where they are going to look at the fight. C4J is shut down. Okay, never mind. Yeah, if you look at the gold, all of the gold is on the Renekton. So if you took away the Renekton from the equation, I think Weetbix Kidz is real rough. They're mid jungle and bot lane are all down gold. Renekton there, Soul Factor. They're looking for Jax flashes in with the counter strike. Not going to be able to get the damage. Wukong flashes away with the Cyclone. Jax is going to fall. They are going to chase down Tristana. Bossy jumps into the Yunara. Yunara burns the barrier, is going to fall. C4J falls as well to the Echo. They're going to chase down this Echo. Echo doesn't have the ultimate available. Is just going to die here. Junior Berg is a bit of a waste of TP. Is going to hit the stun onto the Fizz. The Fizz has a lot of mobility. Hits the shock onto the Orianna. Shockwave dropped as well. Are they going to look for a fight? No, they're going to turn around.
Oh no.
And that is going to be a 2-for-1 for the side of Destiny 2. They burn the Renekton Flash, and Citizen is farming top this whole time.
Yeah, he's just able to, you know, get some much needed gold back into his pocket, going for the Leandries and whatever second item he gets. He has gone Conqueror. I can only imagine how fast he'll be with X-Plate Ghost and all that kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see when he builds it. But yeah, Arrow falling there unfortunately, and Tristana able to get much needed CS back and XP that was kind of struggling in that lane. But 3k gold lead after that scuffle is just, it just goes to show that the gold can swing a lot at any given time, especially you have shutdowns and if you get punished accordingly. And Singe taking that top tower did swing it quite a bit as well.
Yeah, the Singe, as I said, was struggling a little bit into the Mechman, but when he's able to farm that wave for free and pick up that first turret, definitely balances out the gold, and it is going to contribute into that 3,000 gold lead. And after that fight as well, we see C4J and Chanel are going to be looking towards this dragon, and Weetbix Kidz don't really have the resources to contest it, so it's going to be a 3,000 gold lead plus the dragon picked up. Weetbix Kidz are going to answer towards this Rift Herald. It doesn't look like Destiny 2 are going to contest, but I think the second dragon for the Rift Herald is a pretty fine trade that Destiny 2 is going to be pretty happy with most of the time.
Yeah, it puts Weetbix on a bit of a timer, but that's still quite a ways away yet. But they got to take whatever they can get at this stage of the game. They've got to try and make sure they're not bleeding enough gold, because you know this Tristana can take turrets very quickly, and Fizz and Wukong just have so much tempo running around the map, and it looks like Renekton's in a bit of trouble in the bot lane.
Yeah, this Renekton is isolated on this throne. A big wave coming in. The Fizz is here. The ultimate's going to miss though. Are they going to lack the damage? Chanel tanks a bit early. Q is going to come in for the Fizz. Is able to reset the turret. Go with the E. Renekton dropping low, but Tristana is even lower. Jumps into melee range with the Renekton. Renekton going to pick up the double kill. The Orianna teaming in with the shockwave. A huge misplay on the side of DST2. DST2. They're going to look in the mid lane. Singe is here with the flip. C4J is here. Can he pop the Cyclone? Opts to save it, hits the Cyclone, picks up the Jax, picked up the Yunara. A complete into the dive from DST2 in the bot lane, but C4J and Monkey D Heidi answer in the bot, right in the mid lane. Oh my god, Spy Bursting still looking, hits the flash.
Oh, his Q's
is able to force away.
Yeah, he can't fight it, he can't fight it.
Fizz waiting for the abilities. Renekton has burned the W, does have a bit of a 2-level lead, so Fizz
is going to ego
not going to opt towards. Junior Burgers is walking in, but Fire Redstone runs away. Wow. I mean, the dive was terribly played from the side of DST2, but some proactive thinking. C4J and Monkey D hiding look for the play in the mid lane, so despite the bad dive, it's still a 2-for-2.
Just look at Chanel, just absolute domination onto
What in mid lane, doesn't care.
But Foreign doesn't care either.
Foreign is getting chunked out here as the AP Jax support, not really the unkillable Jax that you'd expect from a top lane Jax, so it does get chunked out pretty heavily.
The Storm Surge technology is coming out of Foreign, refuses to use Exhaust 18 minutes into the game, so hopefully he will be able to use that one, and it probably would have mattered in that previous mid lane scuffle, but the main thing is Easy Doctor's able to get some much needed gold back into her pocket now. She does have that Seraph to try and protect her a little bit more against the Fizz, but as soon as Fizz finishes the second item, he's going to get pretty scary. But Lucian right now really struggling to get any sort of meaningful tempo.
They're looking for a fight here. Renekton is going to E in. The Chanel is chunked out, but has the heal available, but he is going to fall anyway into the Echo. Lucian ults away. C4J is onto the backline. Echo falls to flash away. Echo is going to fall. Jax chunked out as well. Can they chase down Tristana? Gets the reset. Renekton looking for the turn in the bush. Since they drop dangerously low, hits the flip on the Renekton, chasing down the Yunara. Yunara gets away on one health. Is kiting out. C4J is going to fall on Mona. Gets one kill back, but a bit of an overchase from DST2 into the Renekton, into the Yunara, who is so good at kiting in these small terrains. And the most fed member, the Fizz, wasn't in that team fight, but they are looking mid. They actually continue. Shockwave is hit onto the mid wave, looking to clear that wave, but is it going to stop? The Fizz ults win onto the Orianna. Orianna forced to flash doesn't have the ultimate available. Fizz is going to walk away, doesn't want to overstay. They're going to get the Orianna flash and the mid turret, but just so much fighting in this early game.
It is. Both teams are definitely testing each other, and I think Easy Doctor does like using that Orianna shockwave onto farming the mid lane, but hopefully he's able to land a bigger one in a probably important team fight coming up when the next dragon comes down, because right now if Lucian's able to get this early Rabadons, probably will start swinging the fight into Weetbix Kidz' favor, because right now Foreign is doing some damage, but he just gets blown up. But you know, that's the kind of issue you have with picking AP Jacks. But right now, Juniorberg is just trying to hold his team in the game, just trying to be that frontline presence, because Mona could have swung that last team fight, but did hold on to the ultimate there, or it was on cooldown, I'm not quite too sure. But right now, both teams, especially Weetbix Kidz, trying to crack this mid lane turret so they get a bit more priority and tempo onto these Drake pits, or yeah, in the dragon pits for these dragons. But yeah, a bit of a quiet lull state at the moment, but Weetbix Kidz have decided to give out a country.
Yeah, DST2 do have a lot of 2-item spikes, mid-top and jungle all having 2 items. They're going to look. Orianna doesn't have flash available, but Fizz ult's going to miss. Fine Benson looking for the chest anyway, doesn't have the flash available. The shockwave is going to force to disengage. A disaster to miss that ult.
It's very smart from Weetbix Kidz, going for 2 tier 2s if they can, just to try and make the gold a bit more even with the dragons as well. So.
Especially with the, is there objective damage? No, there's not. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, there is? Even without it, it's still a good trade, yeah. Two turrets to give up the Anaconda. Pretty good macro, because they know they can't take this fight. And it looks like they get the dragon as well, which is, yeah, a really good answer. We'll see if C4J does want to look for it.
Dragon, that's the best macro I've seen come out for Weetbix Kidz this season, and I think it's just more of a mistake coming out from Destiny 2 here. Because, man, they just swung 3.5k gold just like that in the last minute. So that's quite a swing, and that might be what's needed for Weetbix Kidz to come back into this one. Even though it's a bit of a wasted herald, it was just to buy enough time. But you're going to see some of the items that come out from this AP Jax. How much AP is he going to have? I don't know. Let's check him out. So right now he's sitting on 180 AP. If he casts his ultimate, he'll have 110 magic resist and armor. Has more AP than Orianna at the moment, so Easy Doctor really struggling at the moment, just trying to stay alive, but has only died twice, all things considered, and is trying to close that CS gap respectively. So yeah, right now we're back to an even game, and Weetbix Kidz are able to stall out just a little bit longer. But I think the longer the game goes, which team comp do you think is favored here? Eventually the AP Jacks will come online, right?
I mean, I can't speak for the AP Jacks, but I think the Weetbix Kidz comp in general does scale pretty well. They have the Orianna Lucian dive. Orianna Echo, sorry, dive late game, and the follow-up from the Inara is pretty strong. So I think if it goes super late game, I think Weetbix Kidz definitely has the advantage. But saying that, I mean, DST2 does have a pretty simple comp to pull off. Like, they just need to hit the Fizz Shark into the Wukong dive cyclone and into the Tristana follow-up with a big ultimate, and they can win these fights. But yeah, they did throw that 3,000 gold lead. I mean, I see what they're doing with the Anaconda, but it just shows the importance of setting up your waves before the objectives, because they kind of ignored mid and bot prior to go for that play, and once Weetbix Kidz see that they are committing 5 to the top side, they're able to acknowledge that, okay, we're just going to give this and play for the other side of the map. But we see Monkey D hiding is caught out here, does burn the ghost, is able to get away. The Jack's counter strike is going to hit, the exhaust is dropped. Can he get away? No, the Lucian is going to pick up the kill. And it's going to be more gold over onto this Echo, who is slowly finding his way back into the game. Has picked up 3 kills, has that death cap, has picked up a 20 CS lead into the Wukong as well. So all the members of Weetbix Kidz slowly clawing back to the game. Chanel hits the ultimate onto Foreign, hits the Q as well. Foreign has the leap away.
Oh, this is scary.
Tristana jumps forward. Can they look for the pick? Fizz ult, it's the backline. They force the flash barrier, but Armona is picked off. Dives to the C4J dive as well. Orianna TP's in, hits the shockwave onto Chanel. They're going to pick up C4J as well. I mean, on C4J fighting the backline is going to run away. It is going to be a 2 for 4 for the side of Weetbix Kidz. DST looking for the pick while they're recalling, but they pulled the trigger a little bit too early. Everyone able to cancel their recalls. Orianna TP's into the backside of the fight, hits the shockwave in the small space. And another disaster fight for DST2. They're now down 2k gold.
Yeah, it's looking pretty tough for them at the moment because that Echo is starting to do some serious damage, and if Renekton's able to get that much access to your backline as easily as he did, then it's going to be a real problem. They're not going to able, even with a Grom or Tristana, to peel her off because Tristana's just one shot there, not able to use ult, flash, or anything like that. Just popped barrier and still got popped. But yeah, Dana got his work cut out for him, being the sole carry for his team at the moment. Fizz, if he's not able to land a meaningful fish, he's just not able to be the team fight presence that he's hoping, more of a skirmisher that he is. But right now, Destiny 2 looking to maybe bait Weetbix Kidz in here a little bit, but they do have a window to do this Baron. Like right now, 40 seconds have passed and nothing has really happened on the side of Weetbix. So Dragon will spawn, and Junior Burgers definitely has the priority in this side lane here, but Monkey D hiding. Once he gets a bit more resistances, he should be more of a threat, but looks like Baron's been
walks up a bit too much, but does have the leak strike onto the ward, not in any real danger. But yeah, as you said, Destiny 2 probably had a little bit of a window to hit the Baron, but they are following in the footsteps of Destiny, not going to start the objective. I'm just going to choose to sit in the bush as well and hope the enemy team walks into them.
Yeah. Hopefully Monkey D Heidi gets a shout out from Satanic Badgers in the chat. Just not able to get the proxy down just with a big Renekton in your face, and now has picked up that death stance as well with that Hex Trigger, and he's going to be really tough to get through, especially if he's going to keep Wukong and Tristana at bay, because right now Singe is not able to get to Arrow. It's just going to be a really tough ask for Destiny 2 to play out these team fights, because the stat checking of Junior Burgers is going to be a bit of a tough
task. Might get caught out here, doesn't get hit by the Jack's counter-strike, is going to get completely one-shot, and does. And they're going to look for Baron here. The DST2 is already committed to the Dragon. We'll see, are they able to finish the Dragon and walk towards the Baron, or is it going to be a free Baron for the side of Weetbix Kidz?
Looks like a free Baron. They should just shove mid here. And,
they are going to contest it though, they don't want to give it. Baron has already dropped to 5k, 4k, they are walking up, but they are too late. Wishman's not going to make any time. The Baron is going to fall. Wishman picks up the smite. And yeah, I mean, nice vision play from the side of Weetbix Kidz. Gets the pink ward into that banana brush, looks for the pick on Byron Bernstein after he wasted his E and picks up the Dragon. And this was the issue I had with Destiny 2's comp. Sure, they won the early game, but once they get to these late game team fights, their team fighting isn't the best. And if you look at the enemy comp, who is this Fizz really going to one-shot? The Renekton's too tanky, Echo has the ultimate, Orianna has her E plus the Seraph shield, Jax has Counter-Strike, and Yunara has a dash and a slow. It's just really hard for this Fizz to look for any kind of picks late game, which is kind of similar with Wukong. Wukong doesn't really have the ability to one-shot anybody, and in a 5v5 team fight, which is where Wukong usually succeeds, he just doesn't have the right follow-up in a losing 5v5. But we'll see if they're able to look. They are looking mid here. Weetbix Kidz kind of overextended. C4J looking for a flank. Hits the E here, doesn't want to look for the fight, is going to walk away, gets hit by the Yunara W, into the shockwave, into the Jack's counter-strike, but he's going to be able to walk away. The next one training on Mona is falling low, E's forward from the arrow, Aaron misses ult. I mean, Jax dies, Byron Bernstein able to pick up the kill, pops the hourglass, is falling pretty low, but is able to get the pick on Arrow, is going to fall for his troubles, but able to pick up 2 kills before he dies. A nice flank for Byron Bernstein. Right after Ascent, it's going to be hard for him to kill anybody. He gets a nice flank angle and is able to pick up both bot laners onto the side of Weetbix Kidz.
Wow, I mean, all things considered, they were able to hold the gate. Baron's going to not be active for a bit longer, but... Oh, Admona, what are you doing, buddy?
Admona is a nice buffer on the rocket jump on the Renekton W. Chanel walking up mid lane, does get the stun onto the Echo. C4J is here to follow it up, but the Echo stun is going to hit onto 3 members. Is he able to live? The second Cyclone cast comes out onto Lucian. Lucian pops the ultimate. Chanel's going to get one shot.
Wow.
Monkey Heidi low as well, but Lucian flashes forward onto the Sigh. Singe isn't able to pick up the kill, but Renekton is here to pick up the kill. Singe is going to fall in return. C4J walking up into the Orianna is going to fall as well. And a little bit of an overstate. Destiny 2 saw a window to look for the Echo, who was a little bit overextended, but a nice TP rotation coming out from Junior Burgers. is able to bail out his team there. It is going to be 3 more kills coming over to the side for Weetbix Kidz. In a turn of 1 Jax. Flash counter striking forward. Nice buffer from the Tristana. But Gingerberg is going to flash forward. The Tristana doesn't have the jump available to get away. Gingerberg is still looking. Fizz is isolated on this turret. Can he get out? Hits the E, hits the Q, but is going to fall anyway. And it looks like a free turret going over alongside 4 kills. Arrow walking up so confidently. Braum forced to pop the shield. Can they look for the end here? Braum ults the wave. Jax counter-striking forward. Doesn't have the zones available. Is just going to die. Oriana is tanking the turret. They're going to look for the second turret. First one has fallen. But they are solo. Sigh has respawned. Can they get the end? Gingerberg is falling low. Is able to pick up the kill on the Braum. Sigh is walking forward. Picks up Oriana. Oriana going to die with the help from his teammate. Arrow falling so low. Cyclone comes out from the Jax. From the Wukong, the Renekton's gonna fall. Arrow's gonna fall to the Singe poison, and there's just action everywhere. Oh my god. Weetbix Kidz go to the end, but they're not able to find it.
I can't believe he walked back in, James. I'm sorry, that just left me baffled. He was out too.
I didn't even see it. I just died to the poison on the kill cam.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, well, they live to fight another day, but they do have an open Nexus at the moment, and hopefully Sigh is able to play with a bit more confidence. Probably will need to stack a bit more armor just to get, to stall out Renekton's damage just long enough, because right now he doesn't have flash. They have a bit of a window to try and get this game under control, and they do have a soul opportunity, but will they give it with an open Nexus is the real question, because a lot of people trade Barons and Dragons for Nexus, so hopefully that doesn't happen here.
Yeah, it is the infamous soul for Nexus trade, but in this situation, I really don't see anything else that Destiny 2 can do. They are at scale, they have the open Nexus, so I think, as risky as it is, I think they do have to look for the soul, because if they're not able to pick it up right now, it just delays their win con another 5 minutes, and I really don't think that they're able to survive another 5 minutes, but we say they are giving mid-pro, not looking for the contest, and they are.
You want to give it?
They're gonna give Dragon.
Yeah.
I get it, they don't want to risk dying, but I just don't really see a world where they survive another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe contest Baron, but if they want to contest something, I think that Dragon is much easier to contest than this Dragon will be. This Baron will be.
Alright, but Weetbix Kidz walking with confidence here. They do have the Hourglass technologies on 3 of their members, and the Renekton will take 10 years to kill with this Tristana. Just not having any sort of armor penetration does hurt her ability to knock that Renekton down.
They're looking for the flank anyway. Super J is here. Sigh walking along as well. Super J is caught out on the backline. Can you get a nice cyclone? No, he is forced to run away. Hits the ultimate on the 2 members. Pops the W. Hits the cyclone with the whole backline. Fizz ult is going to hit Fizz jumping forward. The shockwave is going to hit on Super J. Echo ultimate is going to pop. 2 for 1 from the side of Destiny 2. Fizz flashing forward. Zonya's pop. Echo going to fall, but Echo looking for the backline, but Renekton doesn't have the damage, doesn't have the follow-up. Oriana going to fall as well. It's going to be a 5 for 1 for Destiny 2.
Destiny 2 have won the game. Sigh was
Can they
able
end?
to pop off
They can
end. 100% they can end. They have won this game with the confidence. C4J buying enough time for his squad, and just Monkey D. Heidi just walking around.
Oh my god, what a fight.
I'm just crazy.
C4J. Yeah. So much stalling in the backline. It looked like he was caught out.
No,
they're not going to end. No, guys. Look at that.
Oh, no, they can't.
Oh,
9 seconds on Arrow. But they should have made this call sooner.
No.
Double TPs on the side of Warped here. So this is a bit of a risk, especially if AP Jax as well. It's going to get some big damage. But maybe they do.
If they're going to push mid, they have to commit. They have to at least get the input. No, if they are going to get the Baron, but it's a little bit risky. We'll see if they are able to get out. The AP Jax is here. Doesn't have zombies available. They can turn on him pretty easily. Oh my god, Jax steals the Baron! It's a disaster. C4J holds Smite.
Alright, they need to get out. They're going to lose the game if they don't get out of here now. No, C4J's
They're looking for the fight. They're looking for the fight. Braum ult flashes forward. Renekton is chunked out. Pops the ultimate, but he's not that tanky yet. Is getting chunked out. The Cyclone is on the Wukong. Wukong goes get the pick. They're looking for the fight. They're going to hit the into the backline. The backline is going to fall. Arrow so low. Falls. Oriana 1 health. Hits the shockwave. Doesn't matter. Is going to fall. Jack steals the Baron, but at what cost? 4 members dead
There's
again.
no way. There's 4 dead. How they not? Wait, they have an open nexus.
They don't have a wave. Look
yeah,
at
they
this.
don't have a wave. Oh, this
They can't end.
Lucian, no.
Oh, what is Lucian doing? He's walked up way too far. Has the ultimate available. Is it going to be enough? Is going to get stunned by the ball presses. Hits the stun onto Super J. Super J flashes out of the ultimate. Echo burns the flash as well. Hits the Q. Slows them. They can't chase. Tristana has no mana. It's a fiesta.
I thought Lucian was going to give away his Baron buff, but he decides to hold on to
Oh
it. All
my
things
God.
considered. This is a 40-minute banger at this rate. Right now, Zhonya's are coming
Game
back
1.
up for Weetbix. Oh, it's 70,000 gold apiece. Like, this is the longest game we've had, but I'm going to give shout out to Foreign. That was a ballsy play, just able to burst the Baron from 1k HP with his build was absolutely absurd. I see the technology. I see the boss like him. So, but man, free hitting like last 2 team fights, they got to do something about that, especially for Brawl passive. So, this is looking pretty tough now, all things considered, for Weetbix Kidz, because Tristana's ahead, Arrow's behind on the Yanara pick, and yeah, it's come to the point where this could just come down to one big Elder fight, and we're actually probably going to get there even with the open Nexus group. This is crazy work.
I don't think it's bigger to an Elder fight. I think that's a bit far, but it's definitely going to come. I think whoever wins this next fight.
They know he's in there. They know he's in there.
Oh no! Able to buff for the jump. Is it going to get hit? Oh my God, Lucian!
Oh, he just threw the game.
I don't know. What is he thinking?
Did he just
Dragon's up in 40 seconds. He's dead. They just give it away. I mean, oh my God, Byron Bernstein looking for the pick. Pops the Zhonya's. Foreign is so out of position, gets flipped back into the enemy team. Fizz going to look for the ult off the backline. Is it going to hit? Tristana walks forward. Foreign's dead. Lucian's dead. Can they look for the end? Or are they going to play it safe and look for the soul?
No,
Looks
no,
like
they
looking
have
for
to
this
go
big
for it.
pressure.
40-second death time is they have to at least get an open base, because right now they're just feeling the pressure of an open Nexus basically on their side. But
yeah, I mean, it's rough that they don't. I mean, Weetbix Kidz have a lot of wave clear with the Yanara Q, with the Oriana
and a lot of ults
QW.
are down, so maybe. Yeah, the sensible
Yeah, they're not going to look.
Soul.
They're gonna take the safe option and play for the soul. But I mean, it's really risky to do this when you still have an open Nexus. And wow, I mean, yeah, they get the. It's really not the best soul either. Chemtech isn't really what they want yet.
Certainly going to, right now, that Chemtech's just looking good on Singe. That's all I'm going to say. He's just going to run at you, and yeah, right now he's building an Abyssal Mask as well. His full build, he's got quite a bit of AP. Let's look at our boy Monkey D hiding. 276, but he does have 230 armor, and he's finally upgraded to level 2 boots.
The Singe is unkillable.
Yeah, so these are why these boots are so strong. He's going to get a physical shield on top. I don't know what they're going to do against this Singe, because he's just going to walk him down. So
they have to ignore him and end the game.
Yeah, they have to ignore him.
Super J, oh no, he's walking up a little bit far. Oh my God, the sweeper spots them out. It could have been disaster. 2 people waiting in the bush for Super J, but pops the sweeper. He's able to spot it out.
Hesitant at the moment. They're not quite decisive. They don't want to throw this first game. It is a very important game.
Game 1 of do or die. I mean, both teams feeling the stress. 40-minute game. No one wants to be the reason that they fall down 1-0 in the series. So both teams playing safe.
I hope Junior Burgess is going for a Shojin, because he desperately needs it, because he's delayed it for so long. He did get the
yeah, with the tunnel, you think so.
Yeah, so right now he's not outputting enough stuns or damage. The Shojin just enables him so much more, but both teams just playing a bit patient here. Waiting for the Baron to spawn, I'm assuming, and we might get an Elder fight, James, the way this is going.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think so, but it might be an Elder fight. Super J walking into the mid lane. W is in, is able to get the ult onto the Oriana, but doesn't have the follow up. The Fizz ult is going to miss. They are looking for Lucian. Lucian doesn't have to burn the ultimate, falls into the backline. Braun is there with the Sims. Lucian going to fall. Can they chase down? Armona is godlike, gets the reset, not going to look for it.
Yeah, he's just
so you know, forced to burn the ultimate. Lucian burns the ultimate. Baron is up in 50 seconds, and that is also the Echo death timer.
Oh gosh, if only they were a bit more confident pushing mid as 4 and send Singe on the side. But Weetbix Kidz have shown that they want to take any sort of window or opportunity they can get when they do have any sort of I guess, numbers advantage. But right now, tier 2 finally going down on top side for Destiny 2 here, just able to get a bit more gold. They do have a substantial gold lead, but it doesn't matter at this stage of the game, maybe except for the Oriana just struggling to play the game with 3 items.
The Oriana has 3 items. I just saw it in the inventory.
If
The
she
only
had,
one
like,
that
a
isn't
death
full, it's
cap, if she had
empty.
anything, like, it would be a different game. Like, right now, I feel sorry for Lucian. He lost all his stacks in the last 3 fights. He was on like 18, 19 stacks. Now he's on 0. But Baron finally being looked here for the side of Destiny 2, and I just don't think they can get in. They should really burst this.
His ults are nothing.
Yeah, it's a short cooldown, so, you know, he's got another 30
No, I can hit the
seconds
Baron.
that comes up, but it is an
They're gonna force
opportunity.
Weetbix Kidz in.
I think
Braum
this is
looking
a
for
window
the
that they
shield.
need. Like, right now, they need a fight without the Fizz ultimate. It's probably their only window. But I'm just surprised they're not pressuring mid with an open nexus. Like, there should be one player pressuring mid lane.
They're doing it now. They're doing it now, but it's too late. Like,
Way too late.
they're able to catch the wave.
Because they
and
saw they had an
Weetbix
open
Kidz-
nexus, they're not going to start the Baron either. Oh, man, this is a tug of war. C4J, don't throw the game here now, brother. Okay, good.
We've seen them all. Wait, I was saying this matchup's a bit. Oh no, wait. Okay, I'm sorry. As I was saying, the matchup's a bit hard for the Tristana, but when she has fully maxed out her passive and in 6 items, this is where
She shines.
Tristana is one of the most dominant ADC. She has so much damage. She has disengage with her ultimate. She has maneuverability with her W. I think Admona has the ability to 1v9 this game. If he's able to position correctly, C4J, esports, is going to get out. But yeah, if Admona can position correctly, has both summoners available with 6 items, has 100% crit, with a Bloodthirster shield, with flash, with barrier, with a Braum for the peel as well. I think Tristana is poised to pentakill this fight. It's all on Admona's shoulders. They're having to look for the Baron here. Weetbix looking for a reset. Junior Mega's resets is going to TP back, but the Baron is falling so quickly. They haven't looked for the fight. Byron Bernstein is going to go for the dive, stalls while C4J picks up the Baron. Byron Bernstein is going to fall a nice Braum ultimate into the choke. Shockwave. Wukong is back, gliding the backline. Renekton falls low. Renekton falls. Jax falls. Sims is on the backline. Arrow hitting him but does no damage. Zonius comes out of the Siege. Echo looks for the dive but isn't going to be able to find it. Oriana, 1 health. Arrow falls to Byron. Oh my god, there's so much damage coming out of the side of DST2. C4J is untouchable. He is running in 1v5, cloning, cycloning everybody. Admona's free hitting isn't touched the whole fight. Byron Bernstein just buying so much time with the E in with the Zonyas, picks up the Baron, and it's just going to be game over to Destiny too.
I can't believe
It's crazy.
the confidence of picking their best champions, and they're able to get it done, and no one was able to foresee that Admona would finally be able to carry his team over the line. But everyone played their part. Like, I'm sure that feels really good for Admona, just able to get it done finally after all this time. So that will probably be the start of something new. Who knows? But it's just... I gotta change scenes here. Apologies, but right now I have to say Byron selling his items at the end, he's just able to send a message. And even all that free hitting, Arrow still had more damage at the end of the game, so he must have been hitting singed for ages. Because it's really tough it's really a tough pill to swallow for Weetbix Kidz. The game went for so long. And I guess we'll give teams roughly a 5-minute break. I'll just quickly message. But what are your thoughts on SVP and MVP?
I mean SVP first. I think Arrow played pretty well. He was up 30 CS the whole lane. He was trying to maneuver the fights, which were really difficult to play. He did so much damage. I mean, yeah, I think it's hard to look past Arrow for SVP.
Yeah, he was able to do what was necessary, and he did have quite a big lead and stuff like that. Everyone played their part. I think Lucian made some costly mistakes, but both teams made costly mistakes. But I think his was just a bit bigger. Junior Burgers was just trying to do his best, but wasn't able to output enough damage. I think not going Shojin here was a bit of a blunder. But he kind of did need that healing a little bit from Sundered Sky, but I think he just needs to cycle through his E's and his W's and Q's with Shojin just a bit more effectively in those fights, because he was hitting for ages. And yeah, I'll agree with the pick for SVP for Weetbix. Arrow, much well done there. But MVP is a different story. Everyone played their part, but I think as C4J finally earned his crown on the Wukong pick, able to facilitate his team to get them over the line?
I mean, I'd say so. I mean, in all those fights late game, he is running in, he's hitting a nice ultimate, then using his decoy to knock up again with the second cast of the Cyclone. I think everyone played pretty well. I think Oddmona was kiting well in the late game team fights. I think Byron Bernstein snowballed his lead well early, but I think the player who was playing consistently well throughout the whole game would definitely be C4J.
All right. Congratulations, C4J. I'm in agreement. You were able to lock down Arrow for the majority of those fights and put enough pressure on him so he couldn't get the job done, and which allowed Ardmona just a free hit and put out that necessary damage falling behind just a little early. But congrats on MVP, C4J, much well done, especially on your Wukong pick, and SVP to Arrow, just not quite able to get it done, especially if there's a Singe running in your face, a Fizz, just everyone, it's a bit hard. But I think because we're going to run a bit late, we'll just quickly set up for a game 2. So I think I will just do that straight away. Need to chuck in a different code. Gotta grab it from somewhere else. Need to put in the match. But what do you think Weetbix Kidz need to do to bounce back after a pretty tough loss?
I mean, I think their macro was good, right? Like, especially that Atacon. They gave the Atacon, they took 2 turrets, they took the Dragon as well. I think the downfall was just a few over aggressive plays. We saw Lucian get picked out in the enemy jungle. I think we saw Foreign dive a bit too far a few times. I think if they can polish up their mid-late game fighting, I think they definitely have a chance. I think they were looking good in the team fights until they gave away those shutdowns, and then with the leads, I think C4J was just able to tank way too much damage there. So I think if they can fix their macro a little bit, play a little bit better as a team, I think they definitely have a chance to come back in the series.
Yeah, and they've shown a lot of good moments, but also some mistakes that they will need to fix up here, because there was multiple chances that that they could have brought it back. But right now, losing team decides which side that they want to play. So Weetbix Kidz get to choose once again if they're going to choose blue or red. That remains to be seen. And hopefully League broadcast will work in game, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. But did you foresee Destiny 2 winning this first game? What was your prediction? Did you say a prediction, or?
I mean, I think I said that I could see Destiny 2 winning it if they snowballed earlier.
Oh, that's
I mean,
true.
that did happen, and then they threw the game, and then they still somehow won late game. So I mean, I'll take like I half predicted it, right? You know? Yeah, I mean, I think even though they did win that game, I think they have a little bit of worries because they did pick 3 of their best champions with the Wukong, Fizz, and Tristana. So I think the draft of this second game is going to be pretty important. We'll see if they're able to pick up some more favorable picks, because yeah, I mean, a few of their players don't have the biggest champion pool. So yeah, I think even with the game 1 win, it's definitely not over. Yeah, I think Weetbix Kidz can definitely pull a bit of a rest with it.
If we're going to have 3 games that go 30, 40 minutes each, man, it's going to be a banger here till midnight. But hopefully we get underway here, and it's probably a lot later for you over there as well, Ribdus, so appreciate you stepping in. But this is what happens when we accommodate our wonderful teams able to make their slots. But it is a do or die kind of thing, so we try to make do and accommodate the best we can. Yeah, I tried to be on time for him, but it is what it is. But maybe don't play 40-minute games, but it is going to be one of those, unfortunately, because now it's game 2 and Weetbix Kidz are in do or die mode. But I think we're just going to jump right in. Blue side definitely does have the slightly higher win rate. Rumble bugs got fixed as well, James, so be able to play it on both sides now without issues with damage. But do you think Destiny 2 will be able to close out Weetbix here, or will they be able to win game 2? I think they have a good chance, but right now all the tempo is on the side of Destiny 2 at the moment, so I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing at the moment. They're playing with confidence, and if Byron's able to get another pick in the mid lane and put pressure on Easy Doctor, then they could close it out. Who knows?
Yeah, I think the mental aspect is definitely a big thing as well. I can't imagine how the side of Weetbix Kidz is feeling after losing a 40-minute game where they fought so hard to come back into the game, have the open nexus, and to still throw late games. So I think that's the good part about finals. Like they lost game 1, it's not over. They just have to reset their mentals and try and claw their way back into this game 2 and force a game 3.
Yep, that's what we need to do, especially if you want to stay alive. Thanks for the shout out there, Burgers. But Ryan, I'm not sure if Burgers can carry. He tried his best, but he probably didn't quite have the right champion to do so. But he was definitely a very big Renekton in that game. But yeah, right, the Singe was just putting so much pressure with the Wukong in the back line. Just if you're able just to walk there into, probably the strongest ADC in the current patch in Yunara, then, it just goes to show how strong Singed is at the moment, especially in the hands of Monkey D. Heidi, able to put the pressure on when it did matter, especially against a fed Yunara. But right now, teams are about to get in order and they are ready, and hopefully League Broadcast will work for me. But what adjustments do you think Weetbix Kidz need to make? Because they literally had an open nexus and weren't able to close out. So do you think they need to make any changes or whatnot?
I mean, I think there's definitely stuff they can fix on their early game, because they came back from a tough position, but I don't think they should have been in that tough position in the first place. I think their bot lane was playing pretty well. Yunara was pretty consistently up 20 CS most of the lane. I think Lucian definitely should try and play a bit more heavily around his bot side. Arrow has proved to be a pretty good ADC, so I think more focus around the bot side. Junior Burgers is pretty sufficient player. I think he's fine on his own without much resources. So I mean, it just depends what the draft is here. With the Fearless draft and all those champions being gone from the first game, it just depends which team is able to adapt and still build some good team comps.
That's right. All right, so League Broadcast is just in an infinite loading state, so just won't work for the remainder of tonight, unfortunately. But just a reminder, we are playing Fearless, so you can't play the same champions that you played in Game 1, so I'll just have to remember what they played, and hopefully teams remember what they played. But the ban's pretty standard coming out from both squads. Lucian, Camille, and Gwen probably going to be taken away once again. But the big thing was the Destiny 2 taking away the Jacks away from Junior Burgers from support. So maybe that was a strategy all along, but it didn't quite work out for them. So that's a bit of a bummer. But yeah, Zed been taken away from Byron. I think Zed jungle's really strong at the moment, all things considered. I see it a lot in the LPL. What are your thoughts on Zed at the moment? Pretty strong pick, all things considered? Or does have glaring weaknesses?
I mean, I think he's pretty strong jungler. He's definitely a bit weak in the mid lane right now. Definitely stronger in jungle, but Byron Bernstein is a pretty good Zed player, so I think it's fine to take that away from him. The Lulu being taken away again from Chanel again. Chanel does not play Lulu.
They just don't want to deal with that champion.
C4J not much of a Pantheon player. So the bans are a little bit weird to me from the side of Weetbix, but we see the same bans coming out of the side of DST2 targeting that top side, taking away Camille and Gwen
All right. So
from Junior Burgers.
the real question is, we don't see the Wukong from Dana anymore. What do you think he's going to pick now? I know he can play a lot of champions, but do you think we see anything surprising from him?
Malzahar, first pick from Easy Doctor.
It's Easy Doctor's tried and true. He's able to farm safely and not feel the pressure once he gets his first base. So hopefully Byron has something aggressive for him, because Malzahar gets a free lane unless he's punished by something that has a bit more, tempo in the lane. But it's very hard to outpush a Malzahar. But
I'm interested to see if Byron has any other picks to punish his Malzahar, because his Fizz is gone from the feelers, and the Zed has been banned away from him. So apart from that, it's hard to think of many viable assassins that are really left up on the table. We see Karma is going to be taken away for Chanel. Definitely a pick I associate him more with than the Lulu. It just gives them a lot of lane pressure. And they're going to pick up the Varus as well, which is a champion that Ardmona plays a lot.
Yeah.
Varus did pick up some nerfs towards his lethality build, but some small buffs to the on-hit build. So we'll see. It's not as good as of a blind anymore, but with the Karma, regardless, it still has a pretty strong laning phase. It isn't really able to be punished. But yeah, Lucian has shown this Belveth before. Is able to get some early leads and scale up pretty well. Along with the Malzahar, it's a little bit rough. Doesn't really have the 2v2 pressure, but with the mid pro that Malzahar gives, the Belveth is pretty happy to invade, depending on C4J's pick, of course.
Now, hear me out. If they can move that Varus anywhere now, I think Smolder is free here. All things considered, against a Belveth and against a Malzahar. I don't know if it's going to fit
Kaiser as well. I mean, it's a huge.
Smolder,
I mean, even Smolder mid here. I don't think Byron plays Smolder, but I think it's a Malzahar Belveth Kaiser. It's a really good Smolder angle, but
it's really good. Like, he can stack really fast here. But maybe they're listening into the stream. Maybe they'll ban it out. I don't know if Monkey D. Hardy plays Varus top or anything like that. And if
you look at the chat, in the YouTube chat, I did say C4J Lilia, watch out, 10 minutes ago.
Oh, that's right. And it's picked.
Lilia has been locked into C4J. I think it's a good matchup into Belveth. He is able to kite it out pretty well, and I'm pretty sure the Lilia clear is a little bit faster than Belveth from memory. So and of course it is one of his best champions.
I think Karma's a decent flex pick here as well. I know Byron does play it mid from time to time, and I'm sure Monkey D. Heidi can play it top if needed. Right now, it is sort of a flex pick, but most likely it is going into the support role to help out the Varus. But if they do need that much needed CC, then they could pick it out from their support pick. But they're banning those CC support picks away. So the only one left is really Nautilus, Thresh, or stuff like that. But we're going to see what the last ban is coming out from Weetbix Kidz here. Probably going to ban another top laner, maybe, just to give a bit more confidence into the matchup. But they could ban another support here if they really need to. But they do ban out the Sign. So pretty stock standard bans coming from top side. Orna's left on the table. Malphite's left on the table. Mundo's left on the table. So they should really pick. They have to give away their draft here a bit. So we're going to see what they actually pick. So
they definitely need some sort of front line.
Yeah, they need to complement that Lilia, or else you can't play the game into Malzahar Belveth. So it is Diana mid. It's Diana mid. I knew he was gonna pick it. Oh my gosh, this is if he's gonna try and do my tank build, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, you can. I'd say Galio is super free here, all things considered, for the side of if they're able to play it somewhere. But they do have the Malzahar.
I don't think Junior Burgers is gonna pick Galio.
No, he's not. But I wouldn't put it past foreign. But they're showing that Yasuo is going to be the matchup for the Diana. Pretty standard matchup. Diana should win it pretty hard early until Yasuo gets that Blade of the Ruin King and Shield Bow. And then it's 50-50. But if he does go grasp that Diana mid, he'll be able to win that lane more comfortably. Electrocute will make it a bit more volatile. And we do have the infamous fresh pick from foreign, but now they will have to give away their last pick here. Will it be a tank Karma top with a CC support, or will it be a tank top with a Karma support? Let's see what they can do here. But right now, I'm a bit worried about Destiny 2's draft. They need to really round it out here. No.
Oh, that doesn't round it out at all.
Okay. Sorry, I just realized that Yasuo was top. Nasus is actually an okay pick into Yasuo, all things considered. So you just have to wait out the first 3 levels. So that's just my brain not working. Junior Berg has gone for a very volatile lane, but I just don't think if he doesn't get Belveth to come top, I think Nasus just farms for free. He will be behind, but he will be able to farm for free, so you won't be able to punish it. So, yeah, Kai'Sa into Varus, I'm not too sure. Like, Weetbix, they really need those Void Grubs and that Rift, I think, to really get going.
I just don't like either draft, to be honest.
I know. It's very hard. I'm trying to pick the positives
like,
out of it.
Destiny 2 has, like, no DPS. They're full poke, and then the Weetbix just don't answer with a single tank. And then
I mean,
Kai'Sa into Varus, who counterpicked himself. Kai'Sa Thresh into Varus Karma is completely useless.
No.
Mid lane, Diana's pretty fine into Malzahar, but yeah, as you said, Nasus should be able to farm pretty freely into Yasuo once he picks up the Ninja Tabi. And Lilia I mean, I don't like either draft, but I think that Destiny 2 drafts has 3 winning lanes and a jungle who outclears the enemy jungle.
Yeah, I mean, Malzahar will go even top. Yasuo does need to put an extra bit of effort to try and punish the Nasus, because if he gets to 300, 400, 500 stacks at 15 minutes, you know, it's just like, okay, what can you do? And he's going to stack on Belveth. He's going to stack on Malzahar if needed. Like, yeah, he's able to get stacking, but right now, the jungle matchup is probably going to be what really swings both teams. Lilia and Belveth, not your conventional matchup, that's for sure. But Lucian has proven that he can play the Belveth, but we haven't seen C4J have a successful Lilia game yet. So this will be kind of like his debut in terms of can he pull it off successfully and in a do or die, well, not a do or die game, but a closeout game, so to speak. So, man, but I don't know, like, I don't like either of them, but if I'm going to pick one, I'll probably pick Destiny 2's draft, but I'll probably pick Weetbix Kidz players based off their comfort. I know Arrow plays a lot of Kai'Sa. I know Easy Doctor plays Mal's. Lucian plays Belveth. Junior Burgers does occasionally play Yasuo. So right now, I think there's more comfort picks on the side of Weetbix Kidz here. But we're going to see if Byron can pull off the upset, because he does have the ability to get to the back line, but as soon as he gets R'd by Malzahar, it's kind of like, if you're not tank, you're just going to get thrown down the drain. So we're going to see how volatile and quickly he can pull off those combos, because Malzahar just has to press R and Diana has to play out of vision. So it's going to be a bit tough for him to do it, but we have seen Dana pull off those big magical sleeps from time to time. So if he's able to get it done, then he's able to get it done. But winning lanes,
I think if this Narcissus builds QSS, I think he just pentakills the enemy team.
Yeah, eventually he gets
to how do they kill Narcissus ever if he QSS's the Malzahar? They just don't have any like real damage to kill him unless the Yasuo or the Kai'Sa can snowball early. But like, it's really hard for them to do that. Kai'Sa has such a hard lane into the Varus, and the Yasuo into Nasus matchup, I feel like it's just super jungle dependent. And when Lily is able to full clear faster than the Belveth, it's really hard for the Belveth to really impose any sort of pressure onto the Nasus. So I'm interested to see. I'm two pretty unorthodox drafts, so it's hard to analyze it too much. But I think it's definitely just going to come down more to the player's individual skill instead of like the draft gap.
Yeah, that's true. And I think as the game goes on, I think Karma will get more and more value. Thresh will probably have to work harder to make things happen and peel for his team, because right now he's on peel duty once this Nasus and this Diana and Lilia are just trying to get to your Kai'Sa. And I guess Kai'Sa, is pretty, like, if the person piloting the champion can play out of his mind, then, you know, and he's got the IG Kaiser skin of all things. So, you know, if he's able to pull it off, he's able to pull it off.
No.
So
He's going to play like Jackie Love.
that's what I
no, he's
mean.
ulting
Like,
down mid lane,
it's
1v5
literally
and dying.
50-50, you know? So that's what I mean when I look at that skin. So shout out there. But Lucian has shown that he can play a very clean Belveth game. So let's see if C4J on the Lily is able to punish the Belveth, because Belveth does need a bit of time to get going, and a bit of stacks, of course. So it's like a make or break jungler champion in my eyes. If he's not able to get facilitated by the team, then Belveth kind of falls off, and Yasuo will have to play out of his mind, because as soon as he gets with it, how's he going to move? Like, he's just going to be non-existent with the repeated withers on top of him. So he's going to have a fun time. I feel like the Nasus pick did come in clutch, but now I'm unable to download spectator data, so now it will exit. Hopefully I can reconnect.
Yeah, me too.
All
I've
right.
been kicked out.
So hopefully we can join back in on this game. Maybe it'll take a reconnect or two, because it's just trying to get it loaded. Man, maybe because that game went on for so long. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, my spectator is also broken, so could just be the client.
This is what happens. New patch. So we're gonna see how it goes. Because yeah, we have a delay. I just saw the message. The game also kicked out a few players, so we're gonna see what is going to transpire from this. If it has to be a remake, so be it. So yeah, this is what we have with Riot Client. It is all right. So if it's one player and it's asking him to repair his client, it's a bit of a rough one. The game won't start until he connects officially, and that's probably why they'll have to pause. Okay. I just don't want the game to randomly stop working altogether, but it could be quicker just to remake, but we'll give it one more go. All right, I loaded in. Did you load in, James?
Yeah, I'm in. Yes.
All right, so I've advised that they need a pause. Yep. And this gives me a chance to try and fix some stuff. So, chat, just let me know if that's zoomed out enough for you based off the last time I zoomed out. Shout out for Kelthalas for doing that and reminding me. But I'll see if I can try and get League broadcast to work. But man, both of these drafts are not my cup of tea, but I can see why they picked the champions that they picked. So I think if there's going to be any sort of game to pop off on, it's definitely going to be Lucian versus C4J on their jungler picks. So let's see if they can make it work, because 3 winning lanes is a bit tough to come back from. So see how that goes. Gives me a chance to restart League broadcast and see if that works. But right now, just the official ruling is Easy Doctor has to log out and log back in, because it's asking him to repair his client based off the crash. So we'll see if he's successful in that regard. Well, while they're trying to repair, Easy Doctor try to repair his clients, maybe we can talk about another matchup happening the following week. What are your thoughts on the number 1 versus number 2 seed coming into next Thursday?
I mean, I think throughout the season, Destiny, the real Destiny, has looked pretty unbeatable. GPs have shown some flaws, but they still came out, finished pretty well, only dropping 1 game to Destiny. But I mean, I think Destiny definitely gonna be favored in that matchup. I think they just have so much map presence and early game tempo that all the other teams seem to struggle to keep up with. So, I mean, I definitely favor Destiny, but we've seen in the past that GPs just has the plot armor, and they're usually just able to win no matter what. Especially against Destiny, like they've shown it year and year again that they can beat Destiny in these final situations. So I mean, I think it'll be a good matchup, but going into it, I would definitely lean towards a Destiny win.
Yeah, I mean, Destiny, like you said, have shown that when all wheels are turning and all players are playing as expected, then they're a pretty tough team to beat. And the previous matchup, Jupiter versus Destiny, was a pretty obvious result based off those details. So right now, I'm just waiting for Easy Doctor to let me know. But right now, he's just in the progress of repairing clients, so it's outside of his control. And it doesn't matter if we remake the game anyway as well, because he's repairing clients. So puts us in a bit of a tough spot. So we'll just probably give him a couple more minutes to see if his client can be repaired and he's able to log back in. But we'll just see how it goes. Right now, just a quick update. Just letting you guys know what everyone's playing for. The prize pool is a bit substantial this year. First place taking out 1,000 big ones. Second place taking 500 big ones. And third place taking 250 big ones. So, there's a bit to play for, that's for sure. But I think it's more about just bragging rights. And if Jupires can keep their trophy, or will Destiny take it away? Because they've been chasing it for the last couple of years, because Jupires have been playing pretty well on the back of Blade X, Reeling Polio, and Alpha Arcasia being their core 3. We'll see if they're able to make a dent and take a game away, or even win the series against Destiny next Thursday. But if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be them, and the rest of the teams will have to prep to challenge this year's Destiny squad. I don't know, James. Like right now, this pause is just pretty chill at the moment, but it's just.
I'm running out of stuff to yap about.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Maybe with your insight, I think we'll talk about if anyone is out of these two teams, who do you think would advance and challenge us the most, and why, as an ADC player?
Am I speaking from an objective caster?
Yes, you are. And then you can chuck a bit of personal at the end of it if needed.
Okay, I mean, I think as a team, I think Weetbix Kidz are definitely the more consistent team, but I think at their peaks, I think Destiny 2 definitely can be better. I think they've been playing much worse throughout the season compared to their potential. Like if you look at their players, they've got 5 like decently high ranked players who have all succeeded in previous seasons. So like I'm pretty surprised to see that this comp But yeah, this team of players went 0-5. So I mean, I think if they're playing well, I think Destiny 2 has a better chance of making a lower bracket run. But from what we've seen so far, I think Weetbix Kidz definitely the more consistent team. Definitely seems to have a better idea of what they want to do with their drafting, with their macro, with their team fighting.
Yeah, that's true. Any personal take, or was that your personal take?
Look, personally, I don't think either team has a chance against us, but
True.
I think
true.
C4J is a washed-up player.
Okay. Yeah, especially if he doesn't have that
And
Wukong pick.
and
yeah.
I'm only saying this because he was flaming me on the previous cast while I was playing.
No, you gotta defend
I
yourself.
like to be objective while casting, but C4J does not.
Nah.
So I'm just rebuttaling it, you know?
Yeah. He throws shade wherever he can. It's just who he is. I love it. And that's what spices up the scene for sure. But he did show it in game 1 that he's able to play and pilot Wukong very, very well, and he's able to.
Yep. And the list ends there of champions he can play. We're done.
I mean, he's very confident on the pick. I know that for sure, playing some solo queue with him. But yeah, he does have other picks like Lilia, Mumu, and a few other ones here or there.
If we ban Wukong, he might roll swap to ADC and just revert back to Jinx.
Wow.
Easy Doctor's reconnected. Easy Doctor's back.
It took a bit, but we finally have Easy Doctor back in. So whenever teams are ready, they can unpause and we can get this game underway. Of course, there will be a slight delay because Easy Doctor connected. So we'll be stagnant for quite a while. But like you said, James, you think both of these teams stand no chance against us. And, you know, that is quite a statement. And hopefully... well, definitely one of these two teams will get through. But if you had to choose one team to win to verse us, which team would it be?
I think probably Weetbix Kidz. I think our game against them in the regular season was slightly more close from memory.
But if you wanted to
that was the game we go with.
If you wanted to beat someone, it would be Weetbix or Destiny 2.
If I wanted to beat somebody, I would pick Destiny 2. I mean, C4J, quite the ego. I mean, I don't want to focus on the past or anything. But if we're looking back at last year's Edsel and we look at my jungle as pathing in Game 5 of the finals,
Yep.
There's some resentment there, you know.
Yeah, of course. Now that makes sense. So this pause or delay will take just a little bit here, but we did say we're going to run a late one, and I didn't think it'd be this late. So this is what happens.
It's 11 p.m. in Brisbane.
Yeah, it compounds over time. Like I was 15 minutes late, and then we have a 4-minute game, and then we got a 10-minute pause. It's just, it is what it is. But both teams are definitely fanning out here, and Weetbix Kidz.
Looking for something level 1, they do have the threshold available for that level 1 CC. He's going to look for the flash, he's going to get the Bind Mercy, he's going to flash away. Do they have the damage on? Bind Mercy, he's going to be forced to flash, going to trade the flashes 1-for-1. But, I mean, Weetbix Kidz is pretty happy with that. Thresh isn't going to have Hex Flash, so it's not as advantageous as it could be, but still, burning the flash on that Diana early game, she's definitely... I mean, into the Malzahar Belveth, you can't really punish it that much. But in theory, a support for a mid lane flash is usually in favor of the supports too.
Alright, so Easy Doctor able to get his Arcane Comet out of a dodge there, able to damage to Lily just a tiny bit, but Lily having Conqueror. Like the first clears out of these two junglers, I think Lilia has a slightly faster clear until Lucian gets, some damage. But Diana just has a pretty strong level 1. Just keep popping that spell shield and it'll be no problem, but you just can't get, It's going to be a pretty stale lane in both mid and both top, and probably the only exciting lane will be bot lane here if Foreign's able to make it volatile, but Karma's like the most oppressive lane.
Oh no, it's a disaster. Varus started the wrong ability, the magic Q isn't going to hit.
Yeah.
So all that level 1 presence that Karma Varus should have is kind of gone here, but even with the misplays, they're still winning the lane. It just shows how oppressive this Fast Karma is. But Thresh hits the level 2 first. Hook is gonna miss. Oh no, no, he sidesteps
Oh,
that one. The Void Stick from Kai'Sa also gonna miss. Level
this is
2
pretty
is
bad.
picked up by the side of DST2. The W is gonna connect into the Alt Mantra Q,
Oh my
into the Varus
gosh.
Q, and there's just so much damage
Just
from the
picked his
side of Rose
support.
Cobra.
Okay. Alright. I understand, but if you're just gonna face tank all their poke, it's a bit of a rough one, but
This lane is really, really, really bad for the Kai'Sa. As a Kai'Sa player, if I see the enemy pick Varus, it's doomed. Like it's unplayable until level 6, and it's just forced to burn the barrier. It's just going from bad to worse.
It is, and he wants to probably go back and buy coal just to try and recover, but you know it's gonna
Can't
be.
even buy coal.
Yeah, he has to get a bit more gold. Maybe Belveth can make this lane volatile back in their favor, but both junglers doing their standard full clear into competing for this scuttle, but Arrow just can't walk up, and
Yeah,
still
I think
in front in CS wise, but
yeah, I think DST2 bot lane misplayed that a little bit. The lane is coming back to them, but Chanel uses the relic proc on the cannon. It's gonna push the wave away from them. So Kai'Sa, despite being down this health, as you said, she is up CS. Hook hits, but nothing's gonna happen. They're gonna look for the W, not gonna pop. The Varus Q is gonna hit Aaron. Takes the lantern forward. A bit crazy, but not punished. But as I was saying, yeah, despite the bad trades coming in from the side of Weetbix Kidz, this Kai'Sa is still even CS, and she has the wave pushing towards him, so it's going not as badly as it should be for the side of Weetbix Kidz.
Yep, does have that Doran's Blade, so he's able to heal up just the tiniest of fractions, but he should get poked out. They should even be zoned away from XP based off that health bar, but I guess Destiny 2 just playing with a bit more confidence. Does take a tower
I'm really
shot,
surprised there's no dive here.
Yeah.
No
There was a
barrier
jungle
on the
here,
Kai'Sa
or-
with a triple stacked wave crashing into the turret.
Yeah.
I think C4J definitely had a window to look for something there, but does opt. What did he do? He took Scuttle and then walked to his own crows and then reset.
Did do 1.5 clear, and then get his whatever that item that gives you more dot damage.
Faded Ashes, but
Alright,
I
so
mean,
got the
it's a bit
coal.
weird.
That's alright. Got a coal and a dagger. But Varus will definitely have a slightly better buy.
He is playing the on-hit Varus here. Which,
Wow. What are your thoughts on just rushing boots?
I mean, I think it's good for on-hit Varus, but I mean, I don't think on-hit Varus is really good into the enemy comp.
Poke could be a bit better, right? So, I'm not sure.
It is, but Poke's later into the game. You don't really want to be fighting this Kai'Sa in close range, because even if she's behind,
Let's check out
she can
Monkey
just use that
Mighty.
killer instinct to do so much damage.
Alright, so he's got 60 stacks at 5 minutes, so he's not on track to stack very well at the moment, but hopefully he's able to get stacking. But all things considered, Junior Burgers just can't make this lane volatile enough, and he's able just to scale for free, so it's going to be a bit of a tough ask for anyone to punish this Nasus, and I think it is going to be a bit of a problem moving forward.
Yeah.
So dragons are going to be super important on the side of Weetbix here, and hopefully they can force, Infernal Souls. Hopefully they get a favorable dragon playing blue side. But
And even then, it's hard for them to play for the dragon when they're playing Kai'Sa Doshin, so yeah. Varus Karma. This Varus lane should be able to get pro whatever it wants, so it's kind of hard for Belveth to play for the dragons, and then it's... I mean, she's gonna play for the grubs, but I think DST2 is pretty happy to trade dragon for the grubs. There's not really anyone that can utilize the grubs too much. Especially when they're versing the Master, so we're just gonna be pretty strong on the side lane. Top side.
Okay, this is a bit dangerous for C4J.
He's caught out here. He's gonna get hit by the Bowser holes.
Wow, easy doctor putting Weetbix on his back. Flash, baby, that's how we do it. So,
he's down 20 CS, but it doesn't really matter. He's playing Loza.
yeah.
You flash, you press the ultimate button, C4J. Not really anything he can
And the
do. I
thing
mean,
is,
I
they
think he's
don't-
looking too aggressively. He shouldn't either.
They don't have anyone to really interrupt his ultimate besides the Diana ult. or maybe a sleep if it lands before, you know, he presses R. But I think this Malzahar won't get interrupted when he's casting ult. It's just a matter of surviving, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh.
I mean, the death doesn't mean too much. It's not the worst. Belveth picks up the kill. But, I mean, it's not the end of the world. C4J is looking towards this top side. Gingerbread is looking pretty aggressively. Nasus pops the ultimate. Yasuo is going to ult forward. Is going to be able to pick up the kill. Does get slept by the Lilia. C4J picks up the kill.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's really just not a good Yasuo matchup here. Like,
Mona with the skills.
Flash forward from Chanel, hits the Q onto the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa not going to fall. Thresh falling low, but is able to flash away. Both flash burns. Barrier is burned. Karma and Varus both flashing forward as well. So 4 flashes burned in the bot lane. There is a fight into the top side now. Byron Bernstein has first move, does have the ultimate available. Is going to look onto the Malzahar. Malzahar doesn't have flash or ultimate. Can they look for the fight? No. Yasuo is going to move down first. C4J wants this. C4J doesn't get the grub. Byron Bernstein walks forward, picks up the kill onto Lucian, but is out of mana. C4J falling pretty low in mana as well. The tornado is going to hit onto C4J. C4J does have a lot of move speed. No. Gingerbread just flashes forward, forces the flash
that was
out
a bit
of C4J.
Yeah. Doesn't have the lockdown. But Byron is actually caught out here. Malzahar's ult will be up momentarily, but can he get in range?
Byron
he doesn't have boots. Yes.
Is going to get hit by the tornado into the ultimate, into the Malzahar suppression. A little bit of overkill there, but you know, both champions once again hitting their outplay buttons. Enemy team not allowed to move.
Yeah, Chanel's
and then again, everyone fighting permanently.
Yep, they're just both challenging each other.
And so it's the same as game 1. Both teams just don't want to give anything ever. They're just fighting every objective no matter what. But DST2 pulling out with a little bit of a lead, 300 gold doesn't really mean that much, but I think when they have the team comp that scales better, I think they're definitely going to be happy to just have this slight lead. Even being even is pretty fun for them. Trade in the top lane. No flash available for the Yasuo. Yasuo is back into the wave, doesn't have the flash. The Wither is going to pop. Can Yasuo get away? Yasuo has a tornado, but doesn't have any minions. Is actually going to get withered and gets outplayed by the Nasus. And Varus is going to go. Chanel is here. C4J is here. Kai'Sa doesn't have any summoners. All the ultimate available is going to fall. It's going to be another kill picked up for C4J. A nice counter gank is made. You see Lucian still looking. C4J is out of mana. Chanel does have the first move. Is it going to matter? C4J no mana. Lucian dashes forward, hits the W. C4J solo, hits the fight onto the Karma, walks down to the Thresh, is going to be able to walk away, does have the move speed, hits the Q onto the Belveth. Belveth's not going to be able to pick up the kill. Thresh falling dangerously, the Mantra Q coming out of the Karma, Karma's solo. Lucian loves well on Monica here, picks up the kill with the Q. Lucian so far out of position, doesn't have the flash available, should fall here. Varus is here, can he get the kill? 2 dashes still available. E not going to hit. Lucian still has 1 Q, but it is the wrong way. On Mona, Q is going to hit.
Yep.
And he's going to fall to the turret.
Alright. After all that shenanigans, I think Weetbix Kidz are just egoing a bit too deep here and giving a lot of kills over when they don't need to. But I think Monkey D hiding in the top lane here, he's just chilling. And I don't think Junior doesn't do anything until he has Blade of the Ruin King because
if then it gets worse, it doesn't matter. This Narcissus is outscaling and winning early game. He's up 15 CS. Now they're going to keep looking forward. Is caught out, doesn't have flash available. 3 members here. C4J does hit the sleep on the both members of the bot lane. No cleanse available for the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa pops the barrier, is getting hit by the Q into the Varus into the Varus spear.
Oh no.
Kai'Sa is going to fall. Lucian's still isolated. Malzahar is here, but Diana is here to match. Diana hits the ultimate onto Malzahar. Malzahar caught way out of position. The ultimate Q. Varus is going to pick up the kill. Belveth gets the reset, but doesn't matter. Thresh drops the lantern. Belveth able to get away.
Oh, he's
the Liliga ball not going to hit. Now can I look for the dive?
Right?
Chanel gets hit. The Q from Varus hits onto the Belveth. Belveth able to pick up the kill. Can they look for the dive? No, they can't. C4J is too low. Kai'Sa walking back to lane. But I mean, it's just another play where DST2 is just finding these team fights. They're utilizing their early skirmish comp, and they're just pulling further and further ahead with every fight that happens.
Yep, and yeah, 3K at 12 minutes is nothing to scoff at either. That's actually a pretty big lead for any team at this stage of the game. But we got 13 kills in 13 minutes, so you know, it's just both of these teams definitely testing each other. But I'm just surprised they didn't punish this Nasus early enough, because now he's got Triforce. He doesn't even have boots. That's just how confident he is in this matchup. And Junior Burgers is actually down, getting outlaned by Monkey D hiding. And look, he's just going to kill him just for fun. Yeah, what's up, bro? And then it just goes back to his lane. He's even sacrificing stacks to get damage onto Junior Burgers. This is how confident he is on the pick.
I don't 100% know Nasus stats. I don't know what's good here, but he has 250 at 13 minutes. That's alright, isn't it? That's pretty good.
He's a bit behind. So I played Nasus a couple of times. At 15 minutes, you want at least 350 stacks. So that's if you play perfect. So he's about 80% there. So he definitely does get, especially into a laner like Junior Burgers. All right, he has his jungler here, but is it enough?
I think he's fine now. He flashes away. He's going to be able to walk out for free. Doesn't really matter. And in reaction to that, C4J is just going to hit the dragon, and Weetbix Kidz look for the play on the top side, but doesn't really avail to anything. They get the Nasus flash, but I mean, C4J just picks up the free dragon, and he knows well with the top side. He's able to walk into the enemy jungle pretty freely. We see Admona walking up so carelessly into the 1v2, hits the ultimate onto Varus. Varus gets completely one-shot. C4J caught a little bit out here, does get hit by the outplay again. Flash Malgahar ultimate, Diana looking for the fight, hits the ultimate. Belveth is falling pretty low, does have to follow up from the bot lane. Ult Mantra Q coming out of the Karma into the Varus Q. Kaisen forced to flash away. C4J gets picked out there, but they did get the pill. The kill on the bot lane as well, sorry.
True.
And it's going to be a 1-for-1. Malzahar doesn't have flash though, so I mean, C4J is fine with that. This Malzahar without the flash is super vulnerable to dying to kills, but more fighting in the bot lane. Byron Bernstein overstays his welcome a little bit, but it doesn't matter. He's able to one-shot the Lucian.
Diana passive OP.
Diana's dead. I mean, Diana's broken.
Yeah, Diana is broken if you got... Oh,
Flash Q coming out of Florida was missing, but Chanel flashes anyway. Didn't need to.
I guess, yeah, predicting the flash. But yeah, right now just chat's popping off. I really love it. Keep it coming, guys. But right now, Admona is poised to carry this game. 5-1-1 on this pick, just absolutely giving it to Arrow and Horrid in the bot lane. Chanel showing why Karma and Varus is a pretty staple, safe bot lane. It's probably taken a page out of someone else's book, but has gone Kraken Slay here. Both have gone lethal tempo, but this is pretty hard for Kaiser to come back from, because I think Kaiser's not a champion for quite a while, so it's going to be even harder for Arrow to get back in this game. And Nasus is becoming really OP on the side of top side, just doing what he wants. First 15 minutes of game unanswered. And yeah, the only winning lane is Lucian on the side of Weetbix Kidz here. So Dragons are relatively slow, but Rift is getting picked up here. Chanel.
And Arrow's got it.
Alright.
Doesn't have
close into Q, into then nice. Admona. Okay.
Belveth's here, but Admona hits the flash. Lucian has flash available, he's going to flash out, does get chunk out. Is able to live Diana take things down as well, but it's not going to be needed. Belveth is just going to fall. Thresh is down here as well, but isn't able to do much. Diana ultimate is going to hit onto the Thresh. Thresh doesn't have the ult or flash available. The Karma Chain is going to hit with the speed up. While this is happening, Thresh is going to die. C4J is going to solo kill Easy Doctor somehow while Herald is in, and it's just completely falling apart from the side of Weetbix. They're just losing in all three lanes.
Yeah, and this is what happened in draft, right? Oh, Dana, of course.
And C4J is showing why he is a diamond player.
Oh wow, okay. Nice shot there. But, yeah, that's, if you're going to give any sort of gold back, give it to the enemy tower. I appreciate the play. Maybe a fast recall, but it's already 20 minutes of the game nearly. So right now, Monkey D hiding, just walking down Junior Burgers here. Another Q. He can just ult and Q if he really wanted, but he's playing it safe here, just trying to get those stacks up. Right now, Byron is able to play Dinah pretty proficiently here, just able to get those Storm Surge procs over and over again, using that ability to walk around the map, because right now Easy Doctor is not able to get much done. Finally have a top
Lucian's here, but I don't think it really matters. He's gonna get hit by the Thresh is here as well. Can Narcissus just walk away? Pops the ultimate. Threshold is gonna miss. Belveth bursting, but the Wither onto the Velvet. They don't have the damage. Nasus doesn't even have Flash available, and he's able to walk out. Chanel is here, is looking for the counter. Hook hits on Monkey Heidi. He lives with the shield and the heal coming out of the karma. Huge bait. Huge bait.
Oh my gosh.
Monkey Heidi walks into the hook intentionally, gets shielded and healed by the karma.
Alright, Monkey D Heidi, respect their masturbator for sure. Alright.
Whoa.
Dragon coming up in a little bit.
What?
He's he's definitely baiting Weetbix Kidz here out of their bowl, so you know it is what it is. Right now they're just running circles around Weetbix Kidz. They're just falling apart here, and they just don't really have an avenue to come back here. 3 losing lanes. What can you do, Cryptus? What can you do?
I mean, you can probably not draft 3 losing lanes. Might help.
He's got Walk here. Should be able to beat Byron.
Nice ult.
Yeah, cancelled it out. Nice ult.
But Donald is going to be down. We see what DST2 is going to do. Super J looking mid lane for and is going to miss the hook.
Oh no,
Weetbix defending a one current.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Look, take this big tower. Yep. Alright, he can play with Storm Surge here, but we're going to see if Junior Burgers is going to ego under the turret. I don't think he will though.
I mean, probably just going. Wind Balls.
Yeah.
Oh, Byron Bernstein does not want to lose the minions. Gets 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Huge.
Alright, there's a mechanical difference there, but it doesn't matter. Right now,
Very
Yasuo's
good
not a
defense,
champion. Yasuo's not a champion at this point in time. Yeah, Monkey D Heidi just saying hello and goodbye. Artican's gonna spawn. Maybe that's their only avenue to come back here. Artican will be very big. Do or die. But,
oh, they're going to keep looking. Super J over the wall hits the sleep on the 2 members. Malzahar is going to cut. Chanel is here. Nasus is walking in. Can he make it in time? Chanel dropping dangerously low. Velvet is going to die for the backline, but Flash comes out and Chanel is able to live. Lucian overextends. Is going to get picked up. Now the chase is on. Foreign has the Flash available. So does Malzahar. Can they pick up a kill? Wither comes out from the Nasus. Easy Doctor forced to burn Flash. Super J is going to fall in the Malphite. Thresh forced to flash away as well. Classic is free hitting. Ults in. Killer instinct. Virus falling dangerously low. Nice timing from Arrow. Flashes away. Is kiting away from the Nasus. Can he live? No, Nasus able to Q. Outplays him. Thresh hook is going to hit onto Nasus. Is the shield going to be enough? Chanel able to hit the E and the Q. Nasus going to run away. Drag coming into the top lane. Diana pops the ultimate. Kenji and Yvette find the kill. Flash forwards with the knock up into the ultimate. Is going to pick up the solo kill. Onto Byron Bernstein.
So, we just had 2k shutdowns given overall to the side of Weetbix Kidz, and now they have a bit of a window. Let's see if they're able to capitalize on it, because they were down that additional amount of money, but unfortunately they weren't able to pick up the shutdowns onto Nasus. But much needed gold onto the side of Arrow, killing and taking that bounty away from Ardmona. He did tank 2 turret shots there, so a bit of a misplay from him. But this is what Weetbix need to come back into this game. But if the Diana is matching the Yasuo, Destiny 2 should kind of really think that through. So.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what happened in lane when Nasus is matching up with the Yasuo. I'm not sure why they've decided to switch that up.
Yep, but
Diana doesn't really want to sideline. She's such a strong teamfight champion, but you know. It's looking like a repeat of game 2. DST2 to come with the huge lead on the game, and then they somehow throw.
Oh no, you walked back into it, but you got your team there. Artican, well, both of these teams just trying to get whatever gold they can muster here, but mid-prio onto the side of Weetbix, but Artican being pinged by Destiny 2, and this might be their chance to kind of really pressure them while they're a bit weaker taking this Artican, but looks like they're just going for mid and turret.
Yeah, I mean, we saw last game that they were good. They gave up the Artican for some turrets, which was good, but here it's not really as good. They're going to pick up 1 mid lane turret, best case scenario. They can't even get it. It's a disaster. Chanel walking in. Can he hit the Mantra Q? Is going to be able to hit it. Hits the slow onto Kai'Sa. Is there a follow up? No. Nice lantern coming out of Thresh. Is going to get the Kai'Sa out of that W range.
Oh, chat's definitely popping off. I love it. Yeah, right now, Monkey D Heidi definitely having the time of his life, picking Singe in the first and Nasus in the second. Staple picks coming out from this top laner, giving it to Junior Burgers here. But right now, Junior Burgers has hit his power spike. in terms of Blade of the Ruin King and Shield, but he will need his IE sooner or later, or else he's just going to do negative damage into this Nasus pick here, because he's got Frozen Heart and he's just laughing his way to the bank, and I'm assuming he's going to pick up the Spirit Visage for his troubles. And even if he goes Jack Show as well, just the world's his oyster, and I don't think they can do much against this Nasus pick.
They can do a lot if he keeps walking into this Malzahar.
Yeah, eventually he'll get whittled down. He doesn't have
This
a lot
is
of
just
match resist.
They're opting into 2 losing side lanes, which doesn't really make sense to me. And, like, Diana's fine to clear into the Malzahar, and the Nasus can just walk down and kill the Osprey. So I'm really not sure why they're insisting on these lane matchups.
Yep, just a bit of a misplay coming out of the side of Destiny 2, and they're still within striking distance.
Oh, they're fixing it. He's recalling.
Yep, they're gonna
He's
swap
walking
back.
back. And he's walking back. Yeah, we fixed it. Cool.
Alright, are they gonna try kill? Not yet. TP coming through.
Playing for Dragon, I think. Dragon's up in 45 seconds. Nasus is going to TP down to get that bot pressure. The only issue is if we look top lane, they are bleeding away. Brian Benson is walking up towards it. And there's going to be a solo kill. Ardmona is going to get the kill. Velvet flashes forward. Is going to pick up the kill as well, but can she live? I don't think so. Mantra Q out of the Karma. Karma is so low. Velvet dashes back into turret range. C4J looking mid lane.
Wow.
Easy Doctor is dropping low, still has the ultimate available, hits the ultimate, can Karma make it in time, nice, the chaos coming out of the Karma, but C4J does get hit by the hook and is going to fall. Nasus spiking into the backline, Melanton is there, Yasuo opting not to hit it, hits the tornado onto the Karma, is going to ult the backline, can Karma live? She lives at 1 health with the E burgers, so close to turning it around.
I think Judy
Another
Burgers
chaotic
is allergic
fight.
to lanterns at this point in time, but maybe just couldn't click it. But
Yeah, crazy fight, and I mean, Weetbix Kidz were the ones to initiate that fight. It was looking good for them, but when Modi gets that solo kill and is able to buy so much time, and the Belbeth is forced to commit so hard, there's just not much else they can do. So it's a 3 for 2 for Destiny 2.
yeah, Arrow being so far behind nearly soloed Ardmona on the Varus, but just wasn't able to get it done, and that just comes down to, you know, gold diff. He would be able to do that, was just having a bit more gold in his pocket, but you know, you just take whatever trade you can get at this point in time for Weetbix Kidz here. They're taking their time with the dragon, so they're even stalling out the game unintentionally here on the side of Destiny 2, but they will pick up their 3rd dragon, so the 30-minute mark will be kind of do or die for Soul, but Cloud Soul would probably be very hard to play into, especially you know, Arrow being the shorter range ADC and Junior Burgers needing a minion wave. But we do have Destiny 2 here, just making him know this is our map. You can't do much about it.
Yeah, Destiny 2 have the mid prior, they've also got Bind Density getting that wave in the top lane, which will for the reset, but does have the TP available if the fight does break up. So DST2, I think they could look pretty confident for any fight that they want. They are up about 4,000 gold, 25 minutes in. Yep. All of their carries are coming up to their item spike. We see Varus has now picked up that Terminus. Diana has the Rabadon and Storm Surge. So, I mean, any 5v5 fight is looking pretty good for Destiny 2. The only issue is they're lacking a little bit of engage. They're kind of relying on a big Diana ult or a nice Shades of Corruption coming out of the Varus.
Yeah, Varus doesn't have flash, so there is an opportunity there. But yeah, just 5-manning mid, Weetbix here, just trying to force this mid lane turret.
Flash forward from Foreign, the hook misses, bro, but he's gonna get the turret anyway. Oh my god, Foreign is mashing his keyboard.
Foreign is
He's not happy with that.
Tilted at the moment here, just not able to hook anyone there with a flash combo. That must be very, very disappointing for him, but Diana will be able to get out. No, cancels the recall here. Alright.
Flash forward.
Didn't press R.
He cancelled it. Oh my god, we got a casual cosplay. He
You guys gotta get out.
Oh no, it turns around onto Easy Doctor. Oh my god, Diana's on the flank. Kenny finds Arrow, gets hit with the ultimate. Arrow ult flashes away, but it doesn't mean anything. The sleep is already applied. Key hits from the Varus onto Arrow, and it's a disaster cancel from the Malzahar. I swear I've seen that somewhere before.
True.
Flash down mid lane.
Oh my gosh, you just have to go there, right? But anyway, it just goes to show that taking game 1 was very, very paramount for Destiny 2 here to take out this series. I'm not going to say it just yet, but right now this looks like a game to play in my opinion. Just taking the Baron, taking those skills that can accelerate their gold lead. At the end of this Baron push, it's probably nearly 10,000 gold, so this is going to be very hard to come back from. And you're just competing against a Nasus that you can never kill. Once he gets that Spirit Visage, once he gets his items, just who's going to kill this Nasus? Is it Kai'Sa? No. Is it Yasuo? No.
Yeah.
It's very hard. It's going to be very hard for them. So, right now, Chanel being the unsung hero of the team, sorry, because yeah, 4-0 and 12 has a big bounty and just doing all the heavy lifting for the side of Destiny 2. So.
Yeah, I don't know about the Mikhail's rush for the Karma because it doesn't cancel the Malzahar ultimate. Anyway, as I'm saying that, my embarrassing caught out a little bit. Oh my god, huge 3-man ultimate. The Varus ult is going to get onto the into the Yasuo in the backline, getting chunked out. Foreign, so squishy. Varus walking forward with his front line, doing so much damage with his on-camp build. Terminus and Krakenslayer doing so much damage. Easy Doctor caught out as well. Doesn't have to flash it available. Has the ult, but isn't going to do much. Is going to pop the ult. Chanel. Huge Mikhails from Chanel onto the Malzahar ult. Doesn't work, but it doesn't matter.
The death timers are long enough, and yet Nasus does enough damage where, and they got Baron, they can take 2 turrets and 2 inhibitors and then just walk down.
I think they could have ended the game mid here. I think if Nasus walked in, they could end the game. They still can. They're not going to look for it. I think it's another misplay. I don't think.
They're going to go for the TSM style finish, if you know what I mean. So.
TSM style.
All 3 lanes, they want to take all 3 inhibitors, recall, spend their gold, take Dragon, and then win the game. So.
Yep. I mean, I think Weetbix Kidz have kind of given up as we look at the cancer builds. 50s with 5 zeros.
They're coming back. They gotta remember that
it's
Kai'Sa's items. Yeah, Lucian's just saying wonderful things. But I think Destiny 2 are gonna savor this. So I don't know. It's very demoralizing for Weetbix Kidz here, coming in as the highest seed, but they did have Sigh not play this game, so that could have been even the difference here.
I mean, I think the big difference here is the pickup for Destiny 2. I think Chanel coming into this roster just gives them so much presence in the bot lane. I mean, you can see this game 4-0 and 15, perfect KDA, 19 KPA. Was able to walk around the map and just allow Ardmona to snowball his leads and also walk around the map with C4J to pop off. Oh, Belter gets the steal. It doesn't really matter. They can lose the game for it. Flash over the wall from Chanel.
Nah, doesn't.
Fighting for the MVP.
Alright, so Easy Doctor gonna die here, unfortunately.
Flash forward W. Chanel getting a pick.
Alright.
And we see Arrow has the ultimate. Finds the C4J is dancing in his head. Disrespect coming out of C4J. C4J excited to get a win for once.
Oh, okay.
Making the most of it.
Alright. Well, we're not going to 3 games, that's for sure.
Vegas Kenny 1v5 looking for the flank. Hits the teleport, but isn't going to be able to get the pick. And it's going to be another 2-0 for the underdog, DST2.
But congratulations, Destiny 2, causing an upset to Weetbix Kidz, but Weetbix Kidz not 100% here, so not much can be done as a result. We might as well finalize the stream here, but what are your thoughts on the SVP for Weetbix Kidz? It's a bit of a tough pill to swallow for them, especially losing that series, but any notable mentions? Of course, a bit of trolling taking place, but, you know, that's just the mental edge that Destiny 2 had in winning that first game, and it kind of carried over. So, any thoughts on SVP?
I mean, it's kind of difficult. I mean, Easy Doctor got some
flash
picks
combos
early game with the flash ults.
Yes.
I mean, if we had to pick somebody, I would probably look towards Easy Doctor. I think he did okay lane. He struggled a little bit late game, but I think early game he did find a couple of big picks.
I love chat popping off here. Shout out to Junior Burgers. Yeah, I do agree. Easy Doctor probably will get the SVP here. Was able to flash press R, but then kind of threw it away by not pressing R twice. But yeah, unfortunately, Lucian wasn't able to get going. Junior Burgers just was non-existent in top lane until Monkey D. Hardy was able to get even 200 stacks in a Triforce. You just can't put a dent in that champion one-on-one unless you're playing another pick. And yeah, the rest of the team is just mental booming, unfortunately. But Destiny 2 played well and was able to edge out the first game to give them this advantage in game 2. So I'm inclined to give Easy Doctor the SVP here. MVP is a different question. Everyone played super well, all things considered. But I think bot lane was kind of like the biggest gap, all things considering every single lane. But Monkey D. Hardy definitely has a case.
Yeah, I mean, I think narrow it down to 2 people. I think between Chanel and Monkey D. Heidi, I think Monkey D. Heidi was dominant on the top lane against arguably the best top laner in the tournament. As an autofill player, picking up the Nasus for the first time, I think he had a pretty good lane, but on the other hand, I think Chanel dominated the bot lane there and was able to snowball pretty well.
Yeah, was Lucian's a bit tough to give SVP considering how everyone played, but we gotta give it to someone. But
I don't think we can give it to. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, Easy Doctor came and filled in, was able to get something done. But shout out to Easy Doctor there. But back to the MVP discussion, I think Chanel coming in for the first time was able to play pretty well. Was able to keep the team filled up with shields and heals non-stop and movement speed. But Monkey D. Heidi was just able to take out the best top laner in the tournament without much help, all things considered. So I'm a bit torn between the two. So,
I would lean more towards Chanel. I think despite Nasus playing pretty perfectly, I think his impact on the game wasn't as much as the Karma, I think.
Oh, yeah, now that I mention it, now that I remember, Nasus was going to die topside, but then Karma came in and saved the day. So I think that kind of pushes the ball into Chanel's court. So congrats, Chanel, on MVP, not giving away that big shutdown on Nasus and not giving away your own shutdown and just able to keep the team freshed up for the entirety of the game as a good Karma player. But I think that will pretty much summarize the stream. Destiny 2 advance to verse our team, Darwin Town Freaks. But first, before that matchup, we're going to have Destiny versus Jupires next Thursday, and both teams will be starting to prep for that one. Any closing remarks, James?
Thanks for watching. Good luck to Destiny Juppies.
Yeah.
Good luck to Destiny 2. I mean,
I think
impressive performance tonight. We'll see if they can.
I think C4J had a closing remark towards you. Do you have any one for him before we close?
Did he? What did C4J say last time?
I'm trying to remember now. It's just something that wasn't good, but I can't quite recall. It was in chat as well, so there is a chat log somewhere about it. But anyway, if you have nothing to say to him, that's fine. We can say it in game in the next 2 weeks. So, but thanks everyone for watching. We can't do this without you viewers and the players, especially competing for the first Array Elite Series Cup. Just a bit of storylines. Destiny trying to win their 3rd championship, while Jupires are trying to win their 5th, and other teams trying to win their 1st. So we're going to see if there's going to be any potential upsets, and we did see it here tonight. Destiny 2 trying to go through the losers bracket to take on Destiny in the finals. That would be quite the storyline to behold, especially based off the best losers bracket run in existence. They do have to get through 2 tough teams, but winners bracket next Thursday, the favorites Destiny take on the reigning champions Jupires. It will be a banger. Best of 3. Hope to see you guys there on the 28th or 29th of this month. So that does it for me and for Charybdis. And once again, thanks to our sponsors, Northern Territory Government, Tangled Ventures by Ness Jr., and the GOAT, Next Tier Gaming and Esports by David Moore, starting the scene here in the Territory, and the Array for hosting this year's tournament. I'm Chris Strider, joined by Charybdis, aka James the GOAT, and we'll see you guys next week, Thursday, 6 p.m. We'll see you then. Have a good one. Take care. Love you guys. And
GGs.
GG's. I'll see you later.